This is your home for the Trojans. Girard Sports Live.
Snap and leans forward, and that's touchdown number 4 for Scott Moore.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Colgan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net.
Hooks, throw over to Adolph, quickly down inside, wraparound Boatman, found herself in the right place, foul, and the bucket!
He'll try a 3 and hits. Adolph with it up top, being guarded by Gass. Girard down the lane, off the glass, and good. Nice instinct by Adolph to just take it to the bucket.
Fielded on the short hop, fires this one across. Able to throw the runner out by a step and a half.
Pitch to the outside to Ashbacher. Gets a good block on the outside, and he's in for the touchdown.
It's time for the Trojans. On your home for Girard High School Athletics. Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live.
Now more than ever, Colgan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Colgan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Colgan. If you need to stay connected, you need Colgan.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years, with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
The first one here is a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one. Hi, my name's Eddie. 2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but I might hang on to that one too. So let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here. Hi, I'm Eddie. 2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go. Hi, my name's Eddie. 2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at. And I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
From the football field to the bean field, the right equipment can make all the difference. Gear up for harvest, expand your fleet, or grow your business with Tyler Jackman at Big Iron Auctions. Tyler can improve your operation conveniently, efficiently, and effectively. And if you're selling one piece or the whole operation, Big Iron can connect you with over 750,000 registered bidders. Buying or selling, go big. Big Iron Auctions. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115. BigIronAuctions.com. Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com.
than ever, Croccan is dedicated to helping keep families connected, workers to collaborate, students to learn, and businesses to continue to serve their customers, and even for doctors to treat their patients. Croccan's reliable high-speed fiber-to-the-home network means no buffering movies or grainy video conferences, no matter how many people are using it. Call or go online to sign up for the fastest and best internet in Southeast Kansas. Croccan. If you need to stay connected, you need Croccan.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com. Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
a partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Side, 2 on the defensive side, off of a team that went 11-1 and lost in the Class 1A semifinals to Jefferson County North, and they led in that ball game all the way up until darn near the very end. Trojans just 3-6 last season. They lost 4 of their last 5 ball games, and they lost 15 seniors last year from that squad from 2022 that went 10-1 2 years in a row. And so this year, not as much turnover, but some unanswered questions as far as a lot of the skill positions go. And send it down to Just Murphy at the coin toss.
We're talking to you. Please just do what we ask. All right, if you got a question, ask us at the appropriate time. The other thing, I do not like throwing the unsportsmanlike flag. It's my least favorite one to throw, and the same thing for my crew members. So if we're talking to you, if I say, hey, go get so-and-so, please take care of that. You all know who the hothead is. Keep them under control. Yes, sir. You got it? Okay, because, again, that's the last thing we want to do. All right? You guys got any questions for me before we get going? No, sir.
Nothing.
Okay, so we're going to show the coin here. This is heads. This is tails. That is tails. Oh, the flip. Before I flip it, he's going to call it. I want you to repeat what he says. What do you want to call it? What do you say?
Tails.
Tails. I'm going to flip it. It's going to land on the ground. We'll see what we get, okay? Call was tails. It is heads. Girard, you've won the toss. Do you want to kick, receive, or defer to the second half?
We like to defer.
He's going to defer to the second half. I'm going to assume you... Which side, or which end, pardon me, would you like to kick from?
I'd like to defend the scoreboard.
You want it? So we're going to KFC. We're going to kick from the clock. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the song and dance where you go to that side, you guys come to this side, and we'll do the whole little showboat thing, okay? So let's go ahead and shift, please.
And the Trojans won the toss. They've elected to defer to the second half, and they'll defend the west end of the field. So Colgan will get the ball to start the game, and they'll head into the sun as it sets here over the trees in Girard, Kansas. And
well, I guess the viewers at home.
Explanation from the official there.
It was very good. Well done. The viewers at home got a nice visual pregame show. Early season, you didn't get to hear some of our beautiful assessments of this, so that means we can reuse all that stuff we talked about whenever we get in here.
That broadcast gold that we spread out.
Yeah, you'll have it. You'll get to hear it here in a little while.
I'm Josh Lettner, alongside me BJ Harris. Jess Murphy down on the field for us tonight, providing that extra information that you can only get from the sideline. Our man Daryl McLeod, our executive producer tonight over in Mission Control, flipping the switches.
Yep, along with our, we got three camera operators here tonight, Sarah Goebel, Carson Cobb, and Huck Hallam. Huck and Carson from our Columbus Sports Live crew. Columbus getting a win last night to kick off the high school football season. This used to be the kickoff classic between these two teams, and as far as we're concerned, the season gets started tonight with the Trojans underway.
Sorry about that, BJ.
Don't lose your voice.
Yeah, it was a ghost of COVID. You jinxed me earlier.
I brought you water.
No, you jinxed me by telling me my voice sounded good.
I did say that.
Don't ever say that.
It was not on the air, and now you got a cough going.
Be like, man, you sound like you've been gargling glass.
Zeb Poland kicking it off for the Trojans.
And Anthony Schrimmer on the return. Out across the 15, brought down at about the 17. And that's where Colgan will take over, first down and 10 for their first drive of the game.
Well, defense on the field first. I always like to win that toss and let your defense go out there and set the tone. Big boys up front. Zach Benzo, that nose guard right over the ball. Big boy, anchor that D line. And what'll be a three-man front.
Simmons lines up in the pistol, too wide to the near side. They'll put a man in motion. There's the snap. Handoff straight ahead. And a gain of about 2 yards that time for, I believe that was Schrimmer.
Blake Brokaw making the tackle, coming in from that linebacker spot. Blake, just a sophomore, but he has got a motor on him, and he'll be running this defense, and one of those guys that plays linebacker and O-line.
Now rolling out to pass is Simmons. Barely gets it away up the sideline, and broken up by the Trojan defender on the back end.
Ashbacher
I want to say it was Ashbacher. Got a hand in there to knock that away. It'll bring up a third down and long for the Panthers from their own 29.
Just what you want in this situation. Opening drive defensively to force them into a long third down. They'll spread them out all over the place.
Now back to pass again. It's Simmons. Gets it complete over the middle at the 30. Makes a man miss. There's a flag down on the play. And out across the 40 and finally forced out of bounds.
That's all coming back. That flag's going to be ineligible man downfield. That was supposed to start out as a screen pass, and as it developed, everybody just kept sinking further down the field, and there's your call from the White Hat.
Adamson with the catch. And made a nice move, but all for naught. After the penalty, it'll set up a third down and even longer. See where they place the ball here after the flag. They'll walk it off and place the ball at about the 24, so it'll be third and call it 13 for the Panthers. Rolling near side is Simmons. Has a man. He caught it right at the sticks. I think he's going to have it up for the first down at about the 38-yard line, and that will be about 6 inches to a foot beyond the stick, and that is going to move the chains for the Panthers.
Hey, a big third down conversion for Colgan, and Trojans, they got just to where they needed to get. The contact came just as the ball maybe a half step earlier, able to knock that one loose, but instead it'll be a big first down for the Panthers in this opening drive.
Sets him up first and 10 at the 38. There's going to be a run straight up the gut. A nice gainer of about 6 yards that time for Anthony Schrimmer. They have him listed as a wide receiver, but he's lined up in the backfield as a running back a few times tonight. Now he'll slide out to the wide receiver position. Brings up a second down and 4.
Pretty big hole in that to get 6 yards on that first down carry. Got to get strong up front.
Hal Simmons back to pass again. He's going to put it up in the air. He has a man but couldn't connect. Just put it too far out in front of Anthony Schrimmer, the junior wideout, as he laid out for it, but well out of his reach. It'll bring up third down and about 4 for the Panthers from their own 44.
Well, you can see the role Anthony Schrimmer is going to play for the Panthers this year. He's been involved in just about every play, including the opening kickoff. And he'll be in the slot on this play.
3 wideouts this time for the Panthers. Simmons will take the snap from the shotgun. He's going to run far side, runs option, pitches out, has a man, gets it out to Adamson, who gets the corner turned, and he's going to have enough for a first down out near midfield. They're going to mark him out just on the Panther side of the 50.
You got to make that play at the point of attack. Levi Blair was there. Got to make sure that containment stays to the outside edge. He had a pretty good angle on him, but when you get to the inside of that running back, now he's got the sideline to get to. If you can get a little bit wider than that, you turn it inside to where some help might be and probably avoid that first down run, but instead they get another one and another big third down conversion for the Panthers.
First and 10 now for Colgan. They'll line up in the offset eye. 2 wide. Ball, the snap mishandled, and Simmons able to get on top of it.
DeBrava right there as well to lay down on top of the dead ball, and that's some of that early season stuff we talked about, those mistakes, young quarterback early on. That exchange between the center and the quarterback so important.
Loss of about 2, call it 2nd and 12 now from the 47 of the Panthers. Shotgun and
get it, earn it.
Yeah.
They cost the same. They're 5 yards whether you hit somebody or not, so you might as well go get it, Benzo. And just taking advantage of that energy early in a game. A hard count's a pretty good play call there. And a free 5 against the Trojan D.
So that'll move the ball into Trojan territory for the first time tonight and set up a second down and about 8. Looks more like 7 to me for Colgan at the Trojan 48. Shotgun again. Schrimmer back to pass. Tipped, and the Trojan defenders just looking at the man, not at the ball, and trying to get to their coverage and didn't see the tip ball as it found its way to the turf. So that'll bring up a third down for the Panthers. They kind of dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, and I think Gannon Clark's the guy that got the paw up on that one. He was coming in off this near side, and they've got some length out there, do the Trojans, with Gannon Clark at number 2 out there, 6'3", 198. Just to his left, you got Scott Moore at 6'5", 230. That's some height in the defense.
Again in the shotgun, 2 wides to the near side. And Simmons is going to take off far side, and he's got a lane over there, and it's close to the sticks. It's going to be close. I think he's about a yard short of that first down.
Linebackers continue in this drive. We've had a couple opportunities to make plays at the point of attack, and the running back has been able to get off the block.
They'll stay with that shotgun formation. 2 wide to the near side.
again, same play, and he finds a lane and able to fall forward across the Trojan 40 to about the 38-yard line. It'll be a first down for Colgan.
Again, a linebacker there, Blair, this time coming off that far side, was in the hole, but able to slip right off of it. Simmons, wiry quarterback.
38. First and 10, Colgan.
They have it first and 10 at about the 43, or I'm sorry, the 38. And Simmons going to let this one fly, has a man, and it's caught for the touchdown. A connection to Anthony Schrimmer, the junior wideout, as he had a step on his man. A 38-yard touchdown pass gives the Colgan Panthers a 6-0 lead.
Pretty good coverage down there, actually, right where the ball was coming in. Play that just a little bit better, able to get a hand in there. It was a well-thrown ball to get that to the end zone. And, boy, the Trojan defense, they bent, and then broke. But, boy, they were right there. A couple of third downs, a fourth down conversion by the Panthers. I know it's not the way you want that one to drive to end, but you feel okay about how you were able to stop them early on in that drive.
Extra point is up and good. The kick from Karsten Simmons. And just like that, Colgan Panthers up 7-0. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back here watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years, with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. Colgan Panthers strike on a 38-yard touchdown pass from Karsten Simmons to Anthony Schrimmer to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead here over Girard.
I tell you, you go back to that defense and you force 2 third and longs, you force a fourth down, and then they've got to beat you over the top on a pretty well-defended pass to get the touchdown. If you come back offensively now and can put together a drive, answer this one back, you're going to feel like you're right in this ball game, certainly, and might have an advantage when you get the ball back on defense, when they get the ball back.
Long end-over-end kick by Gabe Brown. Fielded at about the 15-yard line. And out across the 30 to about the 31. And that was Aiden Ashbacher on the return for the Trojans. And that's where they'll take over first and 10 for the first offensive drive of this season.
Well, wait to see what the offensive line can do here. I do feel like the Trojans so far are matching up fairly evenly with this Panther team, but you got to be able to get the ball up the field, run the ball, and keep moving the chains. Third down conversions, it turns out, are pretty important.
Who'd have thunk it? First and 10 for the Trojans. Cullen lines up in the pistol. Love in the backfield behind him. They'll go straight ahead with Junior Love, and he fights forward for a gain of about 2. Maybe 2 to about the 33-yard line.
Jamie Hamilton on that tackle for the Panthers. That backside D tackle coming down real hard. And that's a tough block. You've got to watch the backside. They block pretty good at the point of attack, getting those guys off the mark, but that backside DN is the center's responsibility there, and got to get to him.
Brings up about a 2nd and 7. Trojans will bring Scott Moore to the near side. He was their leading receiver last season, over 500 yards receiving. Handoff goes to Ashbacher around the end, and Ashbacher out across the 40 to about the 41. And he's near the sticks, and they are going to call it a first down.
That came together pretty well for the Trojans. It opened up. I'd like Aiden to put his foot in the ground and get upfield. It felt like he was still kind of picking his way a little bit, and I think it's because it opened up faster than he expected it to, but got to get your foot in the ground and get upfield as quickly as possible. That may have been a big hitter. Well blocked.
First and 10 for the Trojans from the 41. 2 wide to the far side. That's Blair and Moore out there, and there's a busted play as Cullen The running back zigged when he should have zagged, and Cullen forced to just eat it and live to fight another day as he's brought down for a loss of about 3 on the play back to the 39.
If the viewers had heard our keys of the game, I'd mentioned the inexperience at quarterback and really just trying to avoid those busted plays. And it's so complicated sometimes to figure out, okay, is the guy coming on the left side of me or the right side of me? And when you're a young quarterback, keeping all that in your head, that's just what happened right there. He turned left and the running back went right. You don't know who did it wrong, but it doesn't really matter. It's a team sport.
Lost 2 on the play. Trojans have it at their own 39, 2nd down and 12. They'll fake the handoff to Love. Cullen cuts inside off of the fake. And Colgan doing a good job being disciplined well along that defensive line.
Yeah, an option move there for Colgan, and I think he read it right. It was starting to go down that sideline, but a little bit as that DN starts to stretch a little bit, that's your read. And if he gets too wide, you got the green light cut up inside of him. It was well played defensively.
Brings up about call it a 3rd down and 8 for the Trojans from their own 44. We might see our first pass of the game here from the Trojans. Cullen in the pistol, takes the snap, drops back to pass. Now he's going to throw on the run and complete, intended for Levi Blair. There's a flag on the play, so the celebration by the Colgan defensive backs may be a bit premature.
Trojans might be getting a gift there as well. We certainly couldn't see what the officials saw over on that side, but it was real close, and Coach Seamatter doesn't like it either, but that's likely going to be a big play for the Trojans.
And it is pass interference against the Panthers, and that'll give the Trojans an automatic 1st down, bails them out of that 3rd down and long situation.
Yeah, Coach Seamatter animated and unhappy, and it probably has a little bit of an argument for that. It was real close, but the Trojans certainly happy to have it, and that's a big conversion as things were looking like a punt.
There was some zip on that ball, though,
yeah,
BJ.
Really well-placed ball by Cullen. You're right. I was going to mention that.
Run, yeah.
He put it right where it needed to be on the run, and he had an opportunity to probably run that ball as well, something to look for later.
Again, Trojans hand it off straight ahead to Junior Love, and you know that Colgan's been keying on that play in practice because they're crashing to the middle of the field, and they stop Love after a gain of about 1.
So far, that front 4 for the Panthers pretty good. That time, Westhoff, the guy at the point of attack. Westhoff, along with Jamie Hamilton, it's 55 and 52. Those are what the Trojans are going to have to work with up front to get those guys off their pins a little bit, get them moving backwards to be able to run the football.
Brings up 2nd down and 9. Cullen in the pistol again, and a quick pitch to the outside to Levi Blair, and a nifty move in the backfield by Cullen. Blair tiptoeing down the sideline, and then the turf monster grabbed his ankle, and he steps out of bounds, but not before picking up a big 1st down for the Trojans.
Yeah, nice gain, 13 yards for Blair, and getting on that sidelines and moving the ball. Trojans put together a decent little drive here, got some help from the Panthers, but take advantage of it inside the 30.
Call it a gain of 16 on the play for Blair. Sets up a 1st down and 10 for the Trojans from the Panther 29-yard line. And they're starting to put this one together, BJ. There's another fake handoff as Cullen trying to pick his way into the line. The Panthers going to stop it after a gain of about 3. They'll give him forward progress up to, we'll call it the 28.
I'll tell you what, Ben Cullen, 6'2", 180, a sophomore. And we mentioned some of the experience certainly being around football most of his life, an opportunity here to get a start as a sophomore with his size and the experience he's going to get. This is pretty valuable right now and doing a pretty good job for the Trojan O.
Call it a 2nd down and 8 from the 27. Cullen back to pass, looking near side, getting pressured. Now he's going to roll far side, has a bit of a lane, and can't make a man miss in the open field, but he does pick up about 7 yards. Call it about 5 yards on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd and manageable at about the 24, call it the 23-yard line.
Yeah, and I think he might have still been looking to pass a little bit as he was getting past the line of scrimmage. At a point, again, it's just going to come with experience. You decide I'm going to run, you better just go ahead and decide to run.
Call it 3rd and 4 for the Trojans. Cullen looks to the sideline to get the play. Gannon Clark, the wide receiver on the near side. They'll hand it right up the middle to Junior Love. And as Jess Murphy might say, this might be 4-down territory here for the Trojans this deep into Colgan territory as Love's going to carry it forward. He'll get about half of it there, up to about the 21. Need to reach the 19 for a first down.
Zach Benzo got in there behind him. Love trying to push him past that first down marker. Just couldn't quite get enough shove. This is a big fourth down early on in this game and a quick-moving first quarter.
And no thought process at all. Trojans just going for it. Cullen's going to keep it, and he falls forward, and he's going to have it across the 19. And they're going to mark him down at about the 16, so pretty good gain there on that keeper by Ben Cullen.
Yeah, that right side of the O-line, a good push up that way. He was able even to continue to read that pitch and see if it was maybe still available while he was up in the hole, but he was close enough to the first down and reached out for the first down.
He needed 2, he got 5. Trojans have it 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the Panther 16. 3 wideouts in this set for the Trojans. Moore on the near side, Clark on the far side, Ashbacher in the slot. Snap to Cullen, and nobody fooled that time, and the ball comes loose, and Colgan able to jump on it. And
I think that goes back to the busted play. Again, I think everything was going left. He went right, and there was nobody out there, obviously, because it was, I think, supposed to go left. And again, we talked about it in our pregame that those early woes, this one's a big one. A good drive for the Trojans, though, and again, I go back to it. I think they can move the football in this Panther team. I think they can stop them. We're going to find out right now, but these are 2 fairly evenly matched teams. I think we're going to see a good ball game here.
Big stand here for this Trojan defense.
Yeah, need to get off the field here defensively. Like we said, they did a good job of that opening drive, forcing some 3rd and longs. Need to do it again.
1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 16. The handoff straight ahead. Trojans there in numbers, but it'll be a gain of about, let's see where they put the sticks. We'll call it a gain of 2 up to about the 18. That was Noah Duncan on the carry.
They've been good on first down. It's been between the tackles so far. I can only think of really one run by Schrimmer that went between the tackles for any distance so far. And then the 38-yard touchdown pass has been the difference in this one.
Panthers going to bring 3 wideouts to the near side. Simmons in the gun. Here's the snap. Now a quick pitch to the near side. Ooh, Adamson with it, and the Trojans bottle him up and bring him down for a minimal gain. Maybe 1 on the play. I don't know. Looks, the far side official looks like he may have lost a yard.
Blake Brokob again running downhill from that linebacker spot. I always wondered what Matt would be like as a linebacker, and we're getting to find out a little. As a linebacker, and stronger and faster. He can go cut that out, use it for his ringtone.
Back to pass. Ooh, through the hands of the intended receiver, but caught by another Colgan receiver. And that's a little bit of that Panther luck there, BJ, as they come up with that one. I mean, and the catch made by Anthony Schrimmer, although he caught it off the carom. And
yeah, it's not every day a quarterback can put a drop pass and a caught pass on the exact same throw.
Right.
And it was a drop pass and then caught immediately following.
In basketball, they would ask you to clean the ball off before the next play.
You're supposed to back up your guy in baseball. Yeah, he was backing him up there, right place, right time.
1st and 10 from the 39, a little quick hitter. Trojans are there, but can't make the tackle. As Levi Blair had him wrapped, but couldn't quite bring the ball carrier down, and he's going to get across the 45. I believe that was Adamson on the catch. And it's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 3 for the Panthers, and Blair could have stopped that one for a gain of about 2, but just couldn't get him all the way down.
Yeah, I've had some broken tackles, have the Trojan defense, and you've got to have some help coming as well. There's been a lot of solo tackling opportunities. Those other guys better be coming. There it is.
There we go. Trojans get some penetration into the backfield and able to stop that play before it gets started as they drop Noah Duncan in the backfield. And Junior Love coming in from his defensive end spot to blow that one up. But now Love got a little bit of a hitch in his giddy up, and he's going to come off the field.
Big third down to try to take back a little momentum. The Trojans were driving offensively, had an opportunity. They've now squandered that. But you can swing things back in your favor just a little bit with another with a third down stop.
Junior Owen Murphy into the game to replace Love along that defensive front. Trojans going to have to make some adjustments, but fortunately they have some time to talk about it. That's the end of the first quarter. Panthers lead at 7-0 here in Girard. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the 4 states winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in Southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
The Colgan Panthers lead the Girard Trojans 7-0. Let's throw it down to the field to our man Jess Murphy. Jess, what do you got?
Yeah, I tell you what, their defense is flying around down here, hitting hard this whole first quarter. So, all them right here, I think we'll be good here.
Jess with the best seat in the house down there on the sidelines, and there's a nice hole up the middle that time. That was Simmons carrying. And he'll have a first down for the Panthers near midfield. They'll mark him almost right at the 50.
There's a chance it was a blitz, and linebackers coming hard, or they're just guessing wrong. And sometimes there's that read step you take to see which way things are going to go and then flow that direction. That time, Brokop came real hard in the wrong gap and able to really easily pick up that first down.
Now Simmons back to pass, going to throw. Does not have a man in great coverage down the field that time by Robbie Bruning, and he had a step on the receiver, and I think if maybe Simmons would have underthrown that one, maybe he could have hit his man, but he tried to hit him in stride, and Bruning right there to break it up.
Yeah, really nice job by Robbie to stay in that relation with the wide receiver. Certainly I don't think he's going to get outran by a ton of people. Will be Bruning this year, and I think he's got that wide receiver pegged.
Simmons will stay in the gun, 3 wide this time for Colgan, looking at a 2nd and 10 from midfield. Simmons run all the way as he's across midfield to about the 48 before the Trojans bottle him up and bring him down gang style.
Zach Benzo, that classic D-line, engaged with your blocker but getting off and keeping that free arm free, reaching out. He had the big reach and grab a hold. And I'm going to tell you right now, Zach Benzo gets a hold of you, your next location is probably on the turf.
Brings up a 3rd down and 8 from the Trojan 48. Panthers staying in this shotgun formation. They have wide receivers stacked on the far side in the slot and stacked on the near side as well. They're going to run straight ahead, and tackle made that time by Gannon Clark after he went for a little bit of a ride, but it's going to be a 4th down and 2 and decision time here for Coach Seaman.
Yeah, in some places you got to buy a ticket whenever you take a ride like that. Gannon's got that length, but he's light enough to get a little bit of a piggyback ride, but rode him down before he got the first down, and another 4th down. Trojans have given up 1 4th down conversion. That led to a touchdown. Got to get off the field defensively. This would be a good opportunity to do it.
4th down and 2 for the Panthers from the Trojan 42-yard line. They're going for it here with 3 wide. Simmons in the gun. Here's the snap. He'll roll far side. He's hit, pitches it out, and nifty move in the backfield by Duncan to avoid the tackler, and he's going to have enough for the Panther first down.
Simmons is going to be tired of 55. Again, Blake Brokaw coming hard from that linebacker spot. Nearly got to him before he kicked that ball. If he does, it's disaster for the Panthers. But just able to squirt it out there and enough for a first down, again converting on a 4th down.
Gain of 4 for Duncan. And he's going to get back. Here's a little trickeration. The reverse flea flicker. Wide open. And that's Will Schremer with the catch. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown. So the trickeration. Let's see if they marked him out on the far side. Nope. I think they're going to call it a touchdown. 38-yard touchdown once again. This one to Will Schremer on the reverse flea flicker.
All kinds of fun stuff there. Drawn up in the backyard somewhere. But those early season, again, you do a trick play. You like to have one. We would often put a halfback pass early on in the year. And you get teams that are over pursuing and being aggressive. If you've seen the linebacker play for the Trojans so far, you see how aggressive they are. And they took full advantage of it there. Doink. Made it.
The kick is good, and the Trojans trail it 14-0 to the Colgan Panthers. 9:47 left to play here in the first half. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
Welcome back to Frank Jamison Field. Trojans trail it by 2 touchdowns here early in the second quarter as the Panthers strike once again from 38 yards out on the connection from Simmons to Schremer.
Trojans are just defensively, they really have. And Murph talked about it when we went down to him, how they were flying around. They did take advantage of that flying around on the reverse pass, but, man, they've been right there. So many long third downs, 2 fourth down conversions in order to keep drives alive for the Panthers. They don't convert on those 4th downs. Neither one of these touchdowns are on the board. Trojans are right there. You just got to make the play.
Schremer to kick. Oh, I'm sorry, not Schremer. That was Gabe Brown kicking off, I believe. And the Trojans will have it at about the 29-yard line. Zach Pinkney on the return. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10 at their own 29.
They've had good field position on their first offensive drive. They were able to move the ball, got all the way down near the 20-yard line before the turnover by Colgan. But I think Ben had done a pretty good job with the offense up to that point. Had converted on a 4th down of his own with his legs, but got to take care of the football. New quarterback.
Siler Salmons in at quarterback for the Trojans. We knew that he was going to get some time here tonight. And hand off straight ahead. I believe that was Love. Nope, not Love. Who was that?
Number 35, Mason Gilmore with carry.
Mason Gilmore.
There we go.
Love still looks to be tending to his injury sustained defensively earlier. He's not getting attention necessarily, just on the sidelines waiting. I imagine we'll see him again.
Salmons take the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to keep, now pitches outside. And a nice cut and a hurdle. Good run by Corbin Bowen. And he's off to the races at the 10-5. Touchdown, Trojans. There is a flag on the field in the offensive backfield, and that's rarely good news for the offense. And that could erase what was a great play by Corbin Bowen.
That is brutal to get that holding penalty. It looks where that flag's at was well away from the play as well. It's going to be a holding. I'll tell you what, though, Siler Salmons, chalk one up for him. He read that pretty well, read the read, read the contact, riding the ball into the hole, and then he was able to hold on, get that ball pitched out. And then if you go back and watch that, he's making a block down here at about the 35-yard line. So nice job by the senior there on that play. Coach Philpott doesn't like that one, certainly. And now both coaches have been frustrated about a call early on in this game, so we're even.
And Coach giving some words to Aaron DeBrava, who's frustrated with himself. I believe he's the one who picked up the flag, but Coach Philpott's saying there's a lot of game left to play. Don't beat yourself up.
It would have been a 68-yard touchdown run.
Now the Trojans looking at a second and a country mile from about their 17-yard line. They got to reach the 39 for a first down. Clock runs under 8 minutes and 50 seconds to play here in the first half. Trojans will line it up with two wide. Scott Moore to the near side.
Single coverage over here, too.
And Salmons will keep it. He's whipped down in the backfield. A lot of white jerseys getting some penetration there. And it's going to be another loss for the Trojans back to, we'll call it the 21.
You really have to sustain your blocks in this offense early on in the play. With all the action happening in the backfield, the quarterback needs some time to be able to get down the line of scrimmage, read the option, and that time just way too much. And I'm telling you, still the challenges for the Trojan offensive line is Jamie Hamilton along with Michael Westhoff. They're really giving them some troubles on this near side.
Well, BJ, my stats look a lot like my desk at work. They're an absolute disaster. Too wide to the near side for the Trojans here. Third and forever from their own 21. They got to get to the 39. Salmon's back to pass. Quick hitter near side to Moore, and he dropped it. And Scott kind of took his eyes off it for just a second trying to find the defenders because he had a long way to go.
Yeah, I think he was probably doing the math in his head there. He's like, we've got 15 yards to go, and I just caught it at 5. So that means there's 10 more yards between where I am and where I need to be.
And 10 white jerseys coming at me.
That was going to be tough to overcome for the Trojans, and boy, that holding penalty.
Killer.
It was just 3-4 plays in this first quarter, completely different situation, and that's just the way it goes early on in a year. Sometimes they go your way and sometimes they're not. Trojans still plenty of time to keep things turned around.
Going to have to punt this one away here on 4th and long. Kick from Zeb Poland, high end over end, and it's mishandled at about the 40, but the Panthers able to get it back. That was Anthony Schrimmer who mishandled it, but it bounced right back up into his breadbasket, and he's able to fall on it to save the possession for the Panthers. They'll take over. Really good field position, 1st and 10 at about their own 44. 44.
Well, the Panthers had to go to their bag of tricks to score the last time they touched the ball. They were facing a few 4th downs. And first down, the Trojans have been pretty good. They forced them into some 2nd and longs, 3rd and longs. It's just been their ability to overcome that for the Panthers. Get them in those long sticks and then finish a drive here defensively.
Simmons in the gun. And he'll hand off up the middle. This time he's got a crease. And out to about the Trojan 33-yard line before finally being brought down. And that was number 22, Lane Stoltz, the sophomore running back, getting his first carry of the night.
The Panthers, I mentioned it on the touchdown they had in the last drive. They're really taking advantage of the Trojans' aggressiveness and maybe a little bit of lack of discipline defensively. They're just getting too deep in the backfield, and those running backs are running by the tacklers. Guys got to come to the ball, not just try to beat the guy in front of you.
About a 20-yard run that time. And there's a flag before the snap.
Somebody lined up offsides is my guess.
We got a false start or illegal procedure against the Panthers, and that'll back them up a little bit. Back them up to about the 40 or the 38-yard line. 1st down and 15 for the Panthers. They'll stay in the shotgun. Trips to the near side. Simmons rolls near side. They're going to run option. There's the pitch to Adamson. Makes a man miss. Finds the corner, and he's going to have a gain of, let's see, it looks like about 8 maybe. See where the official marked him out. He marked him out at about the 28, so that's going to cut it down to about a 5-yard gain on the play.
You've got to make the tackle when you're the guy there. We've had too many guys be soloed up. I mean, there's only one of those guys with the ball as well, and I know they're coming with a head of steam, but you got to come low and be ready to make a tackle, wrap up, get a hold of somebody until some help can come. Trojans' missed tackles are a factor in this first half.
Trips to the far side. Now here's a handoff straight ahead to Schremer, trying to find a lane, and the Trojans get there, but they got to wrap him up and bring him down, and they finally do. At about the 36, let's see if they give him forward progress. They do. And they're going to mark the ball down at the 32.
The running back received that handoff and then immediately turned into the quarterback. The quarterback was in pitch relationship. That was an opportunity. The quarterback could have flipped that ball. Well, the running back could have flipped it to the quarterback, an option there.
Loss of 3 on the play. Simmons can run all the way, coming near side, and he has a bit of a lane. The Trojans can't stop him at the line, and he's going to be close to the sticks. Maybe just shy of a first down. I'll bring up 4th and short, and I'm going to bet you $1 what happens here, BJ.
Yeah, that's going to be enough. That's going to be enough, I think, for the first down if that's where the ball marked. That far side official had it a little bit different, but
yeah, I think they're going to measure.
Well, they already moved them.
Oh, okay.
Water.
Hydration break. That's a heck of an idea.
Timeout for the Trojans.
All right. Well, there's timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. 6 to play here in the first half. Trojans trail it 14-0. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
From the football field to the bean field, the right equipment can make all the difference. Gear up for harvest, expand your fleet, or grow your business with Tyler Jackman at Big Iron Auctions. Tyler can improve your operation conveniently, efficiently, and effectively. And if you're selling one piece or the whole operation, Big Iron can connect you with over 750,000 registered bidders. Buying or selling, go big. Big.
Oh, no.
Welcome back, Frank Jamison Field. Sorry, Tyler, had to cut that one. Get back to the action. 6 minutes left to play first half. Colgan with it. First down and 10 at the Trojan 23. They're going to hand it off to Lane Stoltz coming near side. Trojans do a pretty good job of staying in front of that one. There is a flag down on the far side of the field. We'll see what this is about.
Brought down by Moore.
Far side, likely a procedure penalty against the Panthers.
There's a flag on the play.
Murph said that both coaches indicated that neither one felt like they were where they were going to be certainly later on in the year, and I think that's probably true. Both teams had their fair amount of mistakes, miscues here early on. The Trojans, I'd say, have had just a few more, and that's the difference on the scoreboard. But neither team's playing the best, most crisp football yet here, which we wouldn't expect week one.
Just one turnover first half. Trojans with the fumble on their first drive, or their second drive of the game, actually. Now Simmons in the gun. Wide receiver stacked on both sides. Rolling far side, has a man. Catch that time by Brady Bedard. And he steps out of bounds at the Trojans 17.
Ashbacher over there to escort him out of bounds after the 7-yard gain, but it was pretty well executed. He had some time. Scott Moore bringing the pressure off that far side DN spot, but they're keeping some help in there. There was 2 guys there to take care of him.
Second down and about 3 from the 17. And there's a flag pre-snap.
Going to be on the Trojan defense jumping off sides.
And it is. That'll be a first down for the Panthers.
Hardest thing to do and easiest thing to do in football is to sit there as a D lineman and watch that ball, and when it moves, you move. But seems simple. It's not, especially if you got some some beef leaning on some fingers there at the line of scrimmage, and they start to shake a little bit, and then
everything's simple from up here, BJ.
Well, yeah, including you and I.
We're the simplest of all. Shotgun here for Simmons. He's going to hand it off to Stoltz, and he'll be inside the 10 before being brought down by the Trojans at about the 8.
Stoltz with the carry.
Ground control for both these teams, and certainly the Panthers on their drives have been long and deliberate and have really burnt some clock with those third down conversions, fourth down conversions, taking these drives deep.
Panthers can get a first down if they can get the ball across the 2-yard line. Looking at a second down at about 6 right now. Simmons going to keep it himself. He's across the 5 near the goal line. And the Trojans fighting to keep him out. I think they may have, but it's going to be first and goal for Colgan from about the 1.
Panthers are really blocking this pretty well, especially on those quarterback zone read plays. They are getting motion up front. He's able to kind of pick which lane he wants to take.
Ball spotted inside the 1.
Well, right at the goal line, they go quick and in for the touchdown. And the Panthers open up a 3-touchdown lead on the Trojans as Simmons runs it in. And he's done a lot with his feet tonight. I mean, he has those 2 38-yard touchdown passes, but I think he's looked more impressive when he's decided to run the ball.
After all the shenanigans, he is the one that ended up throwing the touchdown on the, because they ended up back at him.
Yeah.
Well, the balls he's thrown have been where they needed to be, but you don't need to if you can run the ball.
Kick is up and good. Trojans trailer by 3 touchdowns, 4:39 to play first half. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Selling equipment can be a hassle, whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire. The time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com.
.439 to play first half. Trojans trail at 21-0 to the Colgan Panthers. And it's always a tough test at the beginning of the year when these two teams meet. But Panthers certainly getting the better of this one here tonight. And the Trojans made some critical mistakes, turning the ball over offensively and then kind of getting lost in a little bit of coverage defensively. And the Panthers have really taken advantage of those mistakes, and that's why they are leading it here by 3 touchdowns.
I don't know if there's not a club for it, but I'm the biggest Trojan apologist ever, and it's true. I mean, just a couple of plays here or there. This is not the situation the Trojans are in, so you can turn things around as quickly like that.
Here comes Scott Moore near side, fields a kick, cross the 35, cross the 40, stiff arming, and the Trojans are going to have it first and 10 at their own 45 as Moore came all the way across the field. He ran about 70 yards, got 45 in the books, and the Trojans will have it in good field position here for this drive. Probably could be their final drive here this first half.
I try to figure out a way to get the ball in 40's hands, maybe a little bit more. It's 4 minutes to go in the first half. He's only had one target, and that was on a 4th and very, very long. It was going to be tough. See his abilities there on that kickoff return. It's some open field. Nobody wants to really get in front of that. Get the ball in 40's hands a little bit.
First and 10 for the Trojans from their own 45. Moore lines up in the slot on the far side. 3 wideouts in this set. Faked handoff to Love. And a low pass intended for Corvin Bowen. And bounce pass, all good in basketball, not so much in football.
Still trying to get lined up when that ball was getting snapped. So the wide receiver's a little out of sorts. And since the play was going that direction, that makes it even more obvious why that didn't develop the way it needed to. And so, again, just youth and inexperience showing up just a little bit. This is an opportunity here. You go down with 4:27, get another touchdown on the field. All the things I've said still apply, and you can be right back in this one.
Second down and 10 from the 45 for the Trojans. Cullen in the pistol. Handoff far side. Ooh, ooh. And both breaks it across the 30 to about the 26.
A nifty little spin move in there off the tackle to keep that one alive. He just kind of skated through there, a little undersized, but
I thought he had
through.
it. Yeah.
And they did not. He was able to bust off that tackle and keep that one alive. That's a big, big run for Bowen, really bouncing back from that last play.
Sets up a 1st and 10 for Girard from the Colgan 32-yard line. And they're in business here offensively on the Panther side of the field. Love the lone back in the backfield behind Cullen. He'll get the handoff going forward, runs into the back of his line, and able to push forward across the 25, just about to the 24. We'll bring up a 2nd down and about 6 for the Trojans.
Bowen, the sophomore, out there with number 10. He's half Vinzi, so he's going to have some wheels to him and some athleticism. Sure he gets some from the other side of the family too, I reckon.
Yeah, easy there.
But he's super fast and really hit the hole hard on that big run, and I don't think the Panthers were quite ready for him to be on him that quick.
Gannon Clark, the lone wide receiver to the near side. Trojans got to be careful about
read that one.
Having a little bit of motion before the snap as Bowen gobbled up in the backfield by that Panther defense as they got good penetration that time and read that play from the word go.
Yeah, Caleb Gardner for the Panthers came in a hurry, and I mean, you can't really blame Colin for not making the proper read on that one, pulling the ball, because it just happened so quickly. He got there as the mesh point was happening, as the read was happening.
Call a loss of 5 on the play. It puts the Trojans back to their own 20, or to the Panther 29. Brings up a 3rd down and 11. Trojans line up with 4 wideouts this time. More to the far side. And I think we're going to have a timeout here as the Trojans want to talk this one over. Timeout on the field. 2:36 to play. First half. Trojans trailing by 3 touchdowns. Trying to get one back here on this drive. We'll have the culmination of it coming up on the other side of this break. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. Trojans looking at a 3rd down and long. Pass over the middle, caught by Ashbacher. And he's brought down inside the 20, near the sticks at about the 19-yard line. And if he's not there, he's real close.
He's real close, and that was almost a drop. Ashbacher got that one in his hand, had a little bobble of it, and able to keep a hold before contact came and dive forward. It's going to make a 4th down, but, man, a big play by Ashbacher.
Call it a gain of 10 on the pass play. It'll set up a 4th down and 1. Trojans don't hesitate. They're going for it here as the clock continues to run down around 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Cullen in the pistol. He's going to keep it himself. Nice hole right up the middle, and he gets to about the 15-yard line of the Panthers, and that's going to be enough for a Trojan 1st down.
Again, Cullen, 6'2", 180. You get up there and run that zone read, you can get leaning forward and pick up a 1st down on a 4th and short, and he got more than that. Got to punch this one in. Trojans have been able to move the ball.
Second time in the red zone tonight for this Trojan offense. First time ended in a fumble. This time straight ahead with Junior Love, and he's trying to battle forward and ends up being pushed back in a scrum of Panthers. And he picks up about 2 on the play, gets inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line, 2nd down and 8 for the Trojans.
Trojans have called 2 timeouts. They've just got the 1 remaining as we're close to the 1-minute mark.
Colgan with a quick pitch to the near side, and it's Ashbacher tiptoeing up the sideline inside the 10 to about the 9. See if they're going to knock. I think they'll mark him out right at the 10. Nope. Well, there's some disagreement on which side of the field. We'll call it the 10.
Near side gets that call, and he's just past it, just beyond the 10. Looks like they'll mark it almost to the 9.
Brings up a 3rd down and a long 4 for the Trojans.
Importantly, stops the clock as well.
57 seconds left to play. Snap to Colgan, looking to pass. Yep. Pump fakes a couple times, gets to Scott Moore trying to fight through a tackle at the 5. Now he's fighting off an Army, and he's brought down at about the 3-yard line. That's enough for a Trojan first down. They'll have it 1st and goal at the Colgan 3. Stops the clock with 47 seconds to play.
They had a couple of options, honestly, on that pass, did Colgan, because Gannon Clark was coming across on a little slant route. Looked like he was going to be open as well.
I think that's what Colgan was pumping at. There's a snap. Colgan going to keep it himself. Hurdles the line and into the end zone. And the Trojans light the lamp here before halftime. And they cut the Colgan lead to 15, trying to make it 14 here with the extra point.
That was a really good drive for the Trojans to get it when they got it, march it down the field, and to finish it. A big 3rd down conversion. The big pass play as well. That's got to be some confidence booster, some things to work on, some things to build on here at halftime.
Ooh. Colgan with the kick, and it's good. But it took a while. That was a slow developing extra point. And the Trojans fortunate to get that one through the uprights, but they do. And they trail it by 14 with 34 seconds left to play here in the first half. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. Trojans score their first touchdown of the season, cut the Colgan lead to 14 with 34 seconds left to play here in the first half. Let's send it down to the field to Jess Murphy.
Yeah, that was such a great drive there by the Trojans to get down there. Good, tough move there by Scott Moore to get to the 1, and Ben Colgan keeps it, just powers in. Atmosphere is loud down here on the field, guys, really loud. Great atmosphere.
All right, Jess, next week we're trading jobs. And the kickoff fielded at about the 10-yard line. A good return coming back the other way.
Schremer.
This is Anthony Schremer, and he's forced out of bounds at the Trojan 44, and it'll be good field position, but just 25 ticks of the clock left to play here in the first half. We'll see what Coach Seamatter's got in the bag of tricks here, BJ.
Well, that was almost disastrous. Zeb Poland able to come up and make that play. That was a touchdown-saving play. I had about chalked it up as going to the house. And late in a half, you just can't have that. But an opportunity to get the stop here. Go to the locker room, down by 2 scores.
Got to stop this one. First down and 10 for the Panthers from the Trojan 43. 3 wide receivers to the near side. Simmons rolling. Now he's going to throw for the sideline. Too high for his intended receiver, Brady Van Beesler.
Really nice pursuit by DeBrava. Hustling out there. Got a little bit of speed for the big fella to make Simmons pass that a little earlier than he wanted to.
Brings up a 2nd down and 10, 19 seconds left to play. They'll stay with this 4 wide receiver set. Simmons in the gun. Rolling near side, looking downfield. He's got some time, and he's going to go short. This is Anthony Schremer, and Schremer will step out of bounds. Has enough for a Colgan first down, 11 seconds left on the clock. And kind of a pretty headsy play that time. Move the sticks, conserve some time, complete the pass, and now they're threatening. They're at the Trojan 25.
Yeah, 11 seconds. They probably got 2 plays here. Trojans just got to not let anything get behind you. They may take a couple shots towards the end zone right here. Looking up top.
Simmons, there's the pump, looking near side. Has a man in the corner. The pass incomplete. Broken up at the last possible moment by the Trojans, and there's a flag in the end zone.
They're going to call pass interference, and it's real close. It's not necessarily because of contact, although he was trying to get there to make contact, just didn't get there before the ball hit him in the back, and it's face guarding if it's anything there. Honestly, probably a good foul to make right here at this point. They don't have fouls in the end zone like they do at the NFL level, so this is just going to be marked forward. The time went off the clock, and that's the most important part. Mark it forward, make them run one more play, because that was about to be a touchdown.
It was there.
Good closing speed because Schremer was wide open. And I did miss who came in there to get that hit in the back, but I can't see it. My eyes don't work and it's dark in here. Yeah, you do it.
No.
Panthers going to take a break.
You can't see it, I can't say it. 4 seconds left to play first half. Panthers take a timeout, want to talk it over. We'll keep it right here. As the Trojans trying to hold on and keep the Panthers out of the end zone here at the end of this first half. And it's a big play right here.
Big play, confidence-wise. Trojans have built some confidence on that last offensive drive, and you'd hate to give it back away right here. I'm telling you, 2 scores at halftime is completely manageable. 3 scores makes it a whole different conversation likely at halftime about what you're going to have to do to force it to get the score and score early on in the half. It just changes the conversation because really right now, I know it doesn't look that way necessarily on the scoreboard, but it's a couple adjustments away. It's a couple of tackles in the backfield. The Trojans have been there at the point of attack, just not able to bring the player down. You know, a gimmick play to score 1 big touchdown, a couple of 4th down conversions to get in place to score the other long touchdown. And so it's much closer than the scoreboard may indicate, but you can't give it up right now.
Yeah, they almost gave it up, and Trent Onyemeni got in there, broke it up, but I don't think he got his head around to find the ball. I think if he'd have done that, he probably would not have drawn the flag. But
and he wasn't thinking about that.
Never really found the ball.
He was just trying to think about getting there as quickly as possible to keep that from being a touchdown. It may end up being a 4-point play right here. We'll see.
Now Panthers on to attempt the field goal.
Coach going to use his last time out. Icy.
Joe Lomchek in to kick the extra point.
The last of them.
That's not
the last of Eddie's boys.
You don't know that. Oh, I'm sure there'll be another Lomchek.
No,
Come
just
on.
the last of the Eddie.
All right.
Eddie train of Lomchek boys.
Out.
Man, it's nice to be down here in Girard tonight. Pretty good weather. It could be really hot this time of the year. The season kind of being a little bit later, perhaps, to kick off here. Maybe the latest I can remember it being September 6th. And I promise you, we needed every second of it to get ready for football season on the broadcast side of things. But
I'd say it's in the upper 70s. A beautiful night here. Good crowd on both sides of the stadium. Great atmosphere for high school football here in Girard tonight. And the Trojans just trying to keep the Panthers from adding to this 14-point lead they have here as we get set to head to the locker rooms.
You know, Eddie went to Pitt State as a kicker.
I did not know that.
Yep. This is a
they
family
let you kick
tradition.
in shorts?
Yeah, it helps you. In fact, they deemed it was unfair advantage.
It's got performance-enhancing shorts.
Got to get in there.
Lomchek's kick is end over end, short and wide to the right, and the Trojans hold him out.
Huge.
And we end the first half with the Trojans trailing 21-7 to the Colgan Panthers. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at bigironauctions.com.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net. or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in Southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. Halftime here in Girard as the Trojans trail the Colgan Panthers 21-7 at the break. I'm Josh Lettner. Alongside me, BJ Harris, Jess Murphy down on the field for us tonight. Daryl McLeod throwing the switches in mission control as our executive producer tonight here in Girard. This is the GN Bank Halftime Show, brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for more than 30 years, or for more than 100 years, which is also more than 30 years, PJ.
Yep.
Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. I need to get these live reads printed off in like bold, large
We're getting
print.
older, bud.
Yeah, reading them off my phone just ain't cutting it. It's Trojans trailing at the half. Jess Murphy was just up here in the booth and just a few plays here or there, BJ. I mean, I know you could say that about darn near every football game ever played, but man, there's just some big busts defensively by the Trojans. A couple turnover, or just a turnover here or there, a missed tackle here or there, and this could be a very different ball game at this point.
Yeah, Trojans need to bring that first down mentality to third down and fourth down. That's where they've been in situations where they could have gotten a stop, and their aggressiveness on first down and being physical on first down has got to continue into second and third and fourth down when they put the team in that position. And again, yeah, we're a little bit of a broken record because it goes down to a couple of fourth down conversions on those first 2 drives that kept them alive. Either one of those go, you at least have a 7-7 ball game here at this point. And I think the Trojans are going to come out. They're going to get the ball out of the locker room. They put together a nice drive here late in that first half, punched it in.
Ate up a lot of clock.
Ate a little bit of clock, took it over with about 4.5 to go to get that last touchdown in. But when you come back out here, you need to bottle that same thing up. Getting the ball in the hands of some of those playmakers certainly started to help a little bit, and I think we'll see more of that in the second half.
Got a couple scores coming in from around the area down in Cherokee County tonight. Baxter leading Riverton 3-0, and then from Fort Scott leading Paola 7-0. Frontenac up tonight 14-0 over Galena, and I think Galena's got some real holes to fill this year, some questions to answer. Their enrollment down a little bit, and Frontenac able to take advantage of that one as they lead 14-0 in the first half.
Yeah, the CNC, the verdict's still out just a little bit on who's going to be the cream of the crop in the CNC. We got to go over to the Jamboree, and Frontenac was there. Tell you what, Pittsburgh High is probably going to be pretty good, and they've been in a plan to get this class. These next couple of classes should be pretty good. Josh Latimer getting his feet underneath him. But as far as the CNC is concerned, it's kind of anybody's contest. Columbus looked okay last night against an SEK opponent and able to get them. They've got some size up front. I think the trenches for most of these teams here are fairly well defined. It's the skill positions, quarterback, running back, wide receivers, that have yet to be determined, and I think some of that's coming to fruition here for the Trojans here tonight. And both these teams breaking in new quarterbacks, and so far the quarterback play has not been the issue really for either team. Both quarterbacks have done a nice job managing their teams. It's just, again, a few of those plays going a different way.
Tonight's Eye on the Game brought to you by Kennar Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Kennar Eye Care is here to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kennar Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard, is here to help their valued customers. Learn more at KennarEyeCare.com.
No better advertisement than the two guys trying to do that segment.
Yeah, the guy who can't
literally
read off
talking
his phone.
about our inability to see it.
That's right.
Okay.
That's that kind of branding you can expect here on Girard Sports Live. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with yet more of the GN Bank halftime show. Trojans trailing it by 14 at the half. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. We're at halftime of tonight's season opener between the Girard Trojans and the Colgan Panthers. The Panthers able to take advantage of a turnover and a couple of really big plays on offense. They lead at 21-7 here at the half. And just the first game of the year, BJ, but this one kind of sets the tone for the season, especially when you're playing a rival like the Trojans and the Panthers. And year in and year out, these two teams starting the season off against each other is just kind of something you can set your watch to seasonally here in Southeast Kansas. And just a tough opponent for each of these teams. But Colgan the last few years has looked pretty good. Trojans got them 2 out of the last 3 years, but last year Colgan won a lopsided game to start the season against the Trojans, and Girard going to have to come out of this locker room with a good degree of confidence and steadiness in order to get back into this one.
Well, I think they got some confidence to build on that offensive drive there late in the first half. But we talked about in the pregame show that nobody heard both teams are replacing quite a few seniors. The Trojans from 2 years ago, those guys got a little bit more maybe Friday night action than some of the guys on the Colgan side. But both teams have a good way of bringing in those young players. Colgan over the long history has always gotten more reps in the postseason because of some of those long runs they have, which give those JV guys a little bit more time, and then maybe that turns into a little bit better play on Friday nights. But you also take in the emotions. If you can get a trick play early on and an aggressive defense like the Trojans are and take advantage of it, that is going to put you in a position to win some games. But I think if you do a good job, that first halftime adjustment, you're really, as a young football player, you're learning how to get better during a game, what adjustments to make, what are some things. And that's where coaching does come in. When you can go into the locker room and you can go, hey, Blake Brokoff, when you're coming hard on that, you've got to set back for just a little bit, because if he gets outside of you, then there's no help coming. And you can make that adjustment from the first half to the second half. That will make the difference in a football game. And all those guys are going to have a few of those little nuanced things that they can get better at. If they apply those in the second half, I said it early on, these are more evenly matched teams. And I'd like to see the Trojans air it out just maybe a little bit more, stretch the field, and you've got to utilize Scott Moore a little bit better in the second half offensively. You saw how well it worked in that last drive. And that last drive, remember, was really good field position because of a good kickoff return by Scott as well. So get those guys going, use your skill players, and then keep it between the ears in this second half, especially early in this third quarter.
A couple of inexperienced quarterbacks start this game. Karsten Simmons with 2 touchdown passes for 38 yards, a rushing touchdown as well. He scored all 3 touchdowns for Colgan. Ben Cullen, a rushing touchdown for the Trojans, but also a costly turnover. How do you assess the 2 quarterbacks in that first half?
Again, I think they both played pretty well for their first Friday night action, and Ben's turnover, he had really led a nice drive and was just trying to get a little bit extra at the end of that play, got stood up and the ball got popped loose. But, that's just an early mistake. We had one bobbled snap from the quarterback on the other side of things as well from Simmons. And so I really think both quarterbacks have done a nice job. That is not the issue for the Trojans in this first half. Really, I would say the issue has been some tackling at the point of attack. That's why they were allowed to get those big third down conversions. It wasn't because the Trojans weren't there. It's because they weren't able to bring down the ball carrier when they got there. And so that can make you feel okay as a coach. Hey, at least my guys are getting where they need to be. But the last thing and most important thing is making the tackle.
Those halftime stats brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie. Dirt is heavy. So trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving. Specializing in septic systems, water line install and repair, driveways, rock hauling and leveling, and all the stuff you don't want to do. B&B Excavating, 620-724-2735. Got about 2 minutes before kickoff of the second half here in Girard. We'll take a quick break. And when we come back, second half action between the Trojans and the Colgan Panthers. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. About 2 minutes away from kickoff of the second half. Here in Girard, Trojans trailing it 21-7 at the break to the Colgan Panthers. Let's send it down to our man on the field, Jess Murphy. Jess, take it away.
All right, boys, I'm telling you, I think this game shows 21-7 on the scoreboard. It could be 21-21. It could even be 14-14 all here. Colgan's ran through quite a few of our arm tackles. We've had 1 or 2 blocks away from breaking a couple big runs, had one called back on a holding penalty, but I'm telling you, the atmosphere is still good down here on the sidelines. Everything's going good, so I expect a good, solid, quality second half out of these Trojans.
All right, thanks, Jess. Best seat in the house down there on the sideline tonight with the Trojans as they look to get back into this one. Girard will have the ball to start the third quarter. And they'll need to do some work offensively to get back into this one. But, BJ, they get this back down to 1 possession, and it starts getting super interesting. And then you keep the pressure on Colgan. They're not able to just dictate the pace of the game.
Absolutely. This opening drive is just so crucial. The opening drive of any third quarter is big, but when you've dug yourself into a 2-touchdown hole and you're getting the ball back coming out of the locker room, it's pretty important to drive this ball down the field and punch one in. You don't have to be in a rush. Time's not that big of a deal. Just get first downs and keep on chugging it down the field.
This second half kickoff brought to you by Farmers Bank. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. Farmers Bank is looking forward to a bright tomorrow. Farmers Bank with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard.
First time that's been done. Ruth Larrett's, really appreciate Larrett Ceramics. Ruth retiring from that business. And Larrett Ceramics, the opening kickoff sponsor for, I don't know, 18, 19 years or something like that. Yeah. And so really appreciate Ruth and all our sponsors.
And we appreciate Farmers Bank for taking the baton.
That's right.
Yeah. There's the kick. Moore will receive at the 10 for the Trojans. Out across the 15. He's coming near side again. Who wants some? And Scott Moore breaks through 1 tackle across the 40 and about out to the 45 again. And the Trojans will have good field position to start this third quarter.
That's the second big kickoff return that Scott's had to give him good field position. Last one led to a touchdown drive. I bet they start to figure out a way not to kick it in that direction. Big drive here for the Trojans. They just do what you were doing. They were able to move the ball. Colin back there at quarterback, and he managed things pretty well for him on that scoring drive.
First and 10 for the Trojans just inside their own 45. Little confusion in the backfield. Cullen's going to have to eat it. Panthers trying to strip it away. Now Cullen pitches at the last second.
Good
and
night.
Ashbacher gets it and finally gets it out of bounds. That was ugly. And the Trojans fortunate to hang on to that one.
Yeah, just a little confusion on that play. And it's tough because your linemen are blocking the other direction. They're going. The point of attack is the other way, and that made it a pretty easy play for Westhoff to get in there and make that play.
And Ashbacher will take the loss of 3 on the play after Cullen's late pitch, and
Salmon's come in at quarterback now.
Yep. Salmon's in the pistol. Trojans looking at the second and about 13. Handoff to Levi Blair. Has a lane across the 45 to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of about 8 for Blair.
Down by Duncan.
Yeah, good hole on that far side. The offensive line was lined up kind of far off the line of scrimmage. The center was so much further ahead. That's what I was looking for, but the results were there.
Call it a 3rd down and 6 now for the Trojans from their own 49. And you got a 3rd down and 6 is somewhat manageable here.
Got quarterbacks running the plays in right now. 13 seconds on the play clock. Better hustle.
They'll break the huddle with it under 10 seconds. Trojans need to get up to the line and get this one off. 3 wide. Cullen in the pistol, gets the snap, back to pass, going to swing it out. Blair with it, lowers the boom across the 50, and he'll gain about 2 on the play. But that one was just rushed the entire time, and it brings up a 4th down and about 4 here at midfield for the Trojans.
Yeah, we were lucky to not get a legal procedure there, as the wide receivers had yet to get set on the far side, but they did not throw that flag. You'd have rather had the flag, honestly, to get another crack at a 3rd down. But
now 4th down and 4. Trojans going for it here as Cullen lines up. Oh, no, they're going to punt it away. Poland. I had a wall in my way.
Ooh, goodness.
Poland gets away, end over end, high punt. It's going to hit at about the 24 and take a Trojan bounce inside the 20 and be down at about the 15. So Panthers will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Well, good field position punt there to get it back deep inside Panther territory. They've made the Panthers earn it offensively with each of their drives. And as we've said multiple times here, they're at the point of attack. Just got to finish the plays. You got some youth in there at your linebacker spot. A lot of guys getting some of their first Friday nights. Now's the time to step up.
Other side of the coin, if you're the Panthers, you're satisfied to take the ball at your own 15 and try and go on a long clock-killing drive here. Simmons will hand it off. Near side, brought down from behind at the 20.
Duncan on the carry, brought down by Blake Brokaw.
Trojans able to stretch that one out just a little bit. It looked like he was going to have a much bigger hole out there. It just kind of ran out of field. Suit got to him.
Bring up a 2nd down and 6. Simmons going to roll far side. He's looking to throw. He's got a man downfield. Catch made by Anthony Schremer, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Panthers out across the Colgan 40 to about the 44.
24 yards on the completion.
Tackled by number 10, Corbin Bowen.
Bowen able to get over there, but not after a big pickup. And when Simmons needs somebody, he looks for 6. Schremer's been kind of his safety blanket both in the passing game and the running game.
First and 10 at the Panther 43. Put a man in motion. Simmons with the snap. Handoff straight ahead. Trojans shut this one down inside. Blake Brokaw in there to shut that one down.
He cleaned it up. I tell you where you can tell where Benzo's getting up, that he just anchored right down where he was at and caused that pile, and then Brokaw able to come clean it up. Linebackers are a little bit like quarterbacks. They don't always necessarily like to admit why they were able to get to where they got to. But the D-line making a pile lets him run free. That's a big deal.
Simmons back to pass on a 2nd down and 8, rolling near side, being pursued. Trojans bringing the heat, and he'll just chuck this one out of bounds. And Trojans,
I like Dubrova.
Force him to throw it away.
Dubrova brings a little energy to the action. He's got to maintain that outside contain. He's giving chase, but able to chase him out and keep that pressure on to force that throw away. And here's one of those 3rd downs, Josh. In the first quarter, had these 3rd downs been a get off the field down, different game right now. Got to start now.
4 wide here for the Panthers with Simmons in the gun. Looks over to Coach Seamatter to bring the play in. Now he'll shift the back over to the near side. There's the snap. Simmons rolling near side, looking downfield. Pressure coming. And he throws it away again on the sideline. Took a hit.
Yeah, he should have thrown that away a little earlier than he did. He wouldn't have had to take that one.
Slow to get up there on the Trojan sideline. They're calling for the Panther trainers, and you hate to see that because Simmons has played a heck of a game here tonight.
I mean, he really got stroked, and he didn't need to take that hit. He could have thrown that away well before it. You cannot blame the Trojan defender. You do not know he's going to throw that one away. You're coming with a full head of steam. I don't think there's anything necessarily.
Well, there's no laundry on the field, and
certainly not. A big fourth down stop, unfortunately for him.
And good to see the young man get up and just took a big shot there, BJ. I don't know that I'd be up after that.
Coach said take your time.
My mom would have to come get me, I think, after that. They're just being cautious with him. Simmons going to head across the field over to the Panthers sideline. Let's see who they bring in to replace him. Could be, they got a couple of quarterbacks here on the roster. Will Schrimmer's one of them, the sophomore.
Likely bringing a punter out, I would suspect, on this one.
Well, yeah.
I doubt they go for this here, but this, again, a big stop for the Trojans.
Not, yeah.
Big stop on this opening drive. They weren't able to
and
convert.
It's all pursuit.
Yeah, able to get outside and really coverage downfield. I didn't look down like a good color guy should, but the coverage downfield is likely pretty good because he's rolled out, had some time to look down the field each time, but that finally the D-line's able to get him and escort him out of bounds. That time they really did escort him out of bounds.
I'm thinking this is the first punt of the night for the Panthers.
I believe so.
8:46 to play, third quarter. Trojans trailing by 14, looking to get the ball back here from Colgan after the Trojans forced a punt on their first possession of the third. They get it away. Love was bringing some pressure there. The Panthers, Bowen able to field the punt out across the 25 to 27, and the Trojans get a stop.
We'll take everything we said to start the third quarter and just rewind it and play it again because that's what this drive is. It's the same as that one. You've been able to hold serve. You made your first defensive stop of the night other than the stop on the field goal attempt that went wide. And now you've got a chance to go get this to a one-touchdown game, and it is game on after that. Utilize those weapons, drive the ball.
1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 27. I think that's Siler Salmons in at quarterback for the Girard. Gets it in the pistol. He'll run option near side, quick pitch. And Bowen gets it, tries to make a shimmy on the outside, and he's brought down across the 35 at about the 36, but not before a gain of about 9 yards there on first down.
Yeah, really well executed option play. Stretched it to the edge. It was able to be blocked on the backside. No pursuit on Salmons once he was able to get out to the edge and read it. And then just an easy pitch and a good 9-yard pickup. Bowen showing up as a sophomore tonight.
2nd and 1 at the 36 for the Trojans. Clock ticking around 8 minutes to play, third quarter. Samuel takes the snap and the pistol. Now he'll go straight ahead behind the back. Has a nice little seam. First down for the Trojans as he's brought down near midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of about 12 on the play.
Nice, another good read, and the Trojans starting to wear him down maybe just a little bit up front. I mentioned those two defensive linemen in Hamilton. I've mentioned them so many times already. And Westhoff, and those two have really been a factor. The other side of the line, not quite as tough, and the Trojans are going that direction.
First and 10 for Girard near midfield. Salmons will hand it off. And we have an injured Panther down on the field right now. That looks like Noah Duncan, senior linebacker.
I'm telling you right now, the Trojan O-line is getting a push up front. That was 4 yards deep before any contact. And Todd Bryan's making his trip back this way. He'll scoop up another injured Panther. 10 to him.
Duncan just looks like he's having a calf cramp there. I mean, I'm no doctor, BJ, but that's what it looks like from here.
You can play one on TV right now. The Trojans are starting to feel like you're getting a little bit of momentum. Offensively, you're moving the ball. You're getting those 4- and 5-yard plays, a 9-yard play on first down, now a 5-yard, 4-yard play on first down. This is what you need to have happen at this point in the game. 7 minutes to go. We're halfway through this third quarter.
And when you want to play that physical brand of football, those 2-yard gains in the first half, you're hoping that they turn into 4- and 6- and 8-yard gains in the second half, and maybe seeing a little bit of that starting to mature here in the third quarter.
Got to cap it off with the touchdown and make this a 1-touchdown game. Duncan walking off his cramps. Well, those first times you get one of those real good calf cramps,
yeah,
you're convinced you're never going to walk again.
Yeah, they're not pleasant. 2nd down and 6 for the Trojans from the Panther 47.
Here we go.
And a run to the outside. Scott Moore with it, fights through a couple tackles, and just not a guy you want to tackle out there as Moore picks up the first down for the Trojans inside the 40. We're going to call it down at about the 36, according to the near side official.
I don't know how many people it's going to take to tackle him, but I know how many they used.
All of them.
There's about 4 or 5 there. And well executed. Another big first down. Keep this drive alive.
Under 7 minutes to play, third quarter. Trojans trying to trim this down to a 1-possession game. That changes everything if they're able to do that here. Panthers trying to dig in defensively and get a stop, but Trojans really starting to make some hay up front.
What was that? Somebody's got a weird sounding whistle.
Yeah.
Trojans are running out of time, I think, on the play clock. Had to use a timeout.
Timeout on the field. We'll take a quick one as well. 6:26 to play, third quarter. Trojans trail it by 14. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Our whole vision of becoming the 4-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
And 6:26 to play, third quarter. Trojans trailing it by 14, but they are on the march. 1st and 10 at the Colgan 37-yard line. And they've been really doing some work up front and opening up some big holes for the backs that we just didn't see in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going here. Salmon's still in at quarterback. I think it's a busted play, and he tried to go far side with it. And again, we see the confusion in the backfield for the Trojans with their option play, and Salmon's just trying to minimize the damage there, and he lost 2 on play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 12 at about the 39.
I hope that was so much of him going the wrong way, or I think maybe mishandled the snap just a little bit and had to get out of there. Don't have to get it all right here. Just keep moving forward and don't go backwards.
Salmon's in the pistol, Love in the backfield behind him. 2 wide for the Trojans. Handoff's going to go to Bowen, and he gets moving forward, and he's brought down at about the 35. Call it a gain of about 4 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and about 7. And we have another injured Panther on the field. And let's go ahead and step away, take a quick break. 5:24 to play. Trojans trailing by 14. You're watching Trojan football on Girard
Let's get
Sports
stretched
Live.
out.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
You've enjoyed life. Over the years, your community has become your passion, something you hope future generations get to experience, just as you have. That's why the Girard Area Community Foundation has worked hard to help fulfill charitable goals and inspire generosity, meeting the needs of the communities they serve. Creating a legacy fund with GACF ensures what you leave behind is an effective and lasting improvement in the community you love so dearly. Make plans to visit GirardAreaFoundation.com, preserving traditions for those who follow.
Welcome back. Trojans trailing it by 14. Looking at a 3rd and long here against Colgan Panther team that's starting to encounter some adversity here in this 3rd quarter as Trojans sideline try to get the crowd pumped up. That's Aaron DeBrava bringing the heat on the sideline. Don't cramp up. That's all I can say. Just don't get an oblique cramp trying to pump the crowd up.
This is 4-down territory, so you don't even have to get the first down here. Just need to get a positive play, give yourself a chance.
Yep. Salmon's in the game at quarterback. Oh, gonna throw this one away under pressure, and fortunate to get it away going forward.
Yeah, real fortunate.
There was just a white jersey right in his face. He had no time to do anything in the backfield.
Luckily, Bowen was over there, and so it wasn't intentional grounding. But, yeah, he never really had any time even to look for that pass. Got to block better at the point of attack. More Panthers cramp it up. What was a real quick first half with some of this injury stuff is starting to drag on a little bit. It's really slowed this momentum the Trojans were building up as well. Now looking at a 4th and long on this drive and have used up a good chunk of it.
This 3rd quarter brought to you by dehydration.
Pedialyte.
That's right.
And we talked about the weather. It's not in a nice little breeze, and it could easily be 20 degrees warmer.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly at kickoff, maybe not by now, but it has been much hotter on an opening game week. But that doesn't really matter. The heat's a factor, certainly, in cramping, but
it's just not in game shape, really. By
game
this point
shape and making sure you're hydrating days before today. But you get those legs underneath you. I never necessarily had any muscles that were put together well enough to cramp up, I don't think. So, long season. Make sure you check out everything we've got to offer. VarsitySportsLive.com. You can go check out what we've got next up for the Trojans. You can watch other games from around the area as well. That schedule up and all of our games scheduled. You want to know where the Trojans are going to be next, you can go to Girard Sports Live on YouTube, or you can go to VarsitySportsLive.com/Girard and see the full lineup of games and action we're bringing your way this season. Really excited, and again, another great year. Girard does a great job supporting us. The businesses stepping up, and I go into all these towns that we've been able to do this model at, and really just ask the community, do you want to have this product in your community? If you do, we'll do it. If not, we won't. And every year we've come to ask. Now this is our 8th season of Girard Sports Live. The town supports it. People watch it and enjoy what we're doing. You guys do a great job with it. I'm happy to be here in week 1.
Brady Bedard being helped over to the Panther sideline, the junior wide receiver. Looks like he's going to be okay. Drink some Gatorade and make it back in. 3 wide this time for the Trojans. Scott Moore, lone wide receiver on the near side. Love in the backfield behind Ben Cullen. Back to pass. So throw a little screen action to Bowen. He's across the 30 to about the 28, and he's close to a Trojan first down. And that'll depend on the spot, but it looks like...
Oh, yeah, he's got it. He's got it by 3 or 4 yards.
Yep, he's got it.
Needed to get to about the 27, got all the way across the 25.
To the 24.
That's a really nice, well-executed screen pass. A 4th and long at that timeout or whenever they were getting injured. You had to be talking, watch screen. You can watch for it all you want. And that time it executed nicely and a big conversion for the Trojans.
1st and 10 now from the 25. Cullen hands off straight ahead to Junior Love. It really hadn't had a whole bunch of carries because he got it dinged up a little bit on the defensive side of the ball tonight, but carrying a couple of defenders forward. He'll pick up about 3 there on first down and bring up a 2nd down and 7 from about the 23 or 22.
When he's had some tough yards. They're giving him that first down carry, try to get some size moving forward from the running back spot. When they've needed some speed, they go to Bowen. It's a nice little 1-2 connection with those two guys, along with Ashbacher.
Cullen going to keep, but he's hitting the backfield and able to fight forward. He may have gained about a yard on it, but it's going to set up a 3rd down and long for the Trojans from about the 21. And it was there, but it closed real quick.
Yeah, and he's got maybe try to read that one a little bit longer, really made a decision to take off and run it. And I think the defender had came down enough that he might have had that pitch to Ashbacher there if it's part of that. Sometimes it's a call to just keep, and sometimes it's something you're reading. That time Colgan was pretty committed to carrying the ball.
Call it about a 3rd down and 7 from the 21 of the Panthers. There's a snap. Cullen running option near side. There's the pitch to Ashbacher. Gets across the 15 down to about the 12-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a Trojan first down. And they'll have it 1st and 10 at the 12. And they'll be able to pick up a first down without scoring. Call it a gain of about 8 or 9 on the play.
Yeah, just got to the edge, speed option, kick that ball, and get it in the hands of your running backs.
Now another handoff inside. Junior Love had a little bit of a lane, met by a defender, and he's right at the goal line. And the Trojans should have it 1st and goal at about the 1.
You see that cramping up that Panthers have had? That's exhaustion. And that exhaustion goes across the whole board, not just the guys who have been taken off. And that D-line, I think, starting to get tired. Hands on hips. Remember that first drive of the 3rd quarter was a pretty sustained drive. Trojans got a pretty quick punt, and then now they were right back at it, a long drive. Got to punch this one in.
A handoff to Love straight ahead, and it looks like he's in, and he is. Touchdown Trojans. 2:45 to play, 3rd quarter. And we got a ball game as Girard cuts it to 1 score.
So glad it's gone this direction because I was talking a lot about it in the first half. Like, man, I feel like we're just right there. But it kind of looks stupid because we were down by 2 touchdowns and really lucky to get that last one late in the first half. Could have been a 3-touchdown game at halftime. But I was right. They were right there. Just got to have a few things go. Got to make a stop. One more stop and get right back in this one.
Kick is up, and it is good. And the Trojans trail it by 7. And Poland's okay after the kick.
He's gotten smoked twice now.
Yeah.
As that holder.
2:45 to play, 3rd quarter. Trojans trail it by 7. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
Communicating with current and potential customers is a must in the world of business. Advertising is nothing more than communication and an invitation. Look no further than Norris Advertising, offering a wide variety of services from billboards, radio across the 4 states, and digital ad services like ZTV, YouTube, geofencing, streaming, and more beyond the local view. Looking to upgrade your storefront? Norris Advertising is your go-to for local digital sign sales. Norris Advertising. Get your ads to work.
$1 short stack.
Welcome back to Frank Jamison Field. Trojans just scored on a 1-yard touchdown run by Junior Love to cut the lead to 7. And the Trojans need another big defensive stand right here. And this is a good time to talk about our latest promotion, BJ, from Eastside Cafe.
Get on the defense. The defense comes out here. They need to get after quarterback Simmons and get a sack. Happy to have Eastside Cafe on for the first time this year. They're going to be our post-game show sponsor, and loose ball.
Got it back. Did Clayton Adamson, and gets it out to about the 30-yard line. And there's a flag on the field here on the near side, right in front of the Trojan sideline. We'll see what this is about.
But be on the lookout for that Trojan.
Is that the short stack sack?
$1 short stack sack. If the Trojans get a sack, short stack's $1 at Eastside Cafe. Andrew doing a great job over there. keeping a tradition going for all these years.
Can you even bring kids from Frontenac for that?
You could probably take advantage of the dollar short stack if the Trojans get a sack, but
just don't wear any black to the short stack sack.
I think you'll sell anybody pancakes there at Eastside Cafe. I'm confident of that.
Okay, I'm going to put that to the test maybe with some grandkids. Trojans need to come through on their end here though, and it's going to be against the Panthers, and it's going to back them up to the 20, and I was so busy thinking about pancakes that I missed what it's a holding call.
Holding call on that kickoff return, and so now they're behind just a little bit. Trojan defense, an opportunity here to really swing the tide of this game. You felt the momentum swing maybe on that last drive for the Trojans. Certainly the stop late in the half and the missed field goal gave you a little more energy. Made those halftime adjustments, been able to move the ball offensively, get another stop here defensively, and get yourself tied up with this, guys.
2:38 to play, third quarter. Lots of football left to be played. Simmons in the gun with two backs. Just two wideouts in this set. Here's the snap. He's going to hand it off. Coming near side. Good little burst by Clayton Adamson to get to that corner. He was just kind of cruising in about third gear and shifted up into fifth to get around that corner, and he's going to pick up a first down for the Panthers out to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, good speed and a big gainer on first down. Ran that to the wide side of the field and just enough field out there to keep stretching it, and with the speed able to bend that corner.
Call it a gain of 12 on the play. Looked like the Trojans might be able to get him to stop for a loss and turn it into a 12-yard gain. Here he goes again with the ball. Adamson runs through an arm tackle and corralled from behind at about the 42. Ridden out of bounds by Levi Blair.
Blair that time able to get a hold of him. But again, a lot of green grass in front of Adamson as he gets that ball. And they found a little something in this play call. Cannot relax if you're the Trojans.
And they're going to move the chains and call that a first down at the 42. There's a snap. Going to hand it off this time to Lane Stoltz. And Stoltz is going to be dropped after a gain of about 3 up to the 45, call it the 46-yard line.
Moore and Ashbacher combining, get in there to make that tackle. Trojans have been good on first down, haven't the last couple of plays, but that time limited to just a gain of 3 or 4.
Second down, 7.
Simmons in the gun again, 3 wide in this set. Fakes the handoff. Now he's going to keep it himself, and he's got some room to run. And he's ridden out of bounds by Adrian Newton. Trojan corner makes the tackle. Gets into the stat book.
Penalty flag here. It may end up being late hit.
We'll see. I mean, he wasn't. I would give this near side official a good marks for his dramatic interpretation of what happened on the field.
Yeah, the pantomime is perfect.
If this officiating thing doesn't work out, he could move to Paris.
Marcel Mosso?
Yeah.
Look, you ever show
You're from Hepler. You're not supposed to know who that is.
Well, we were talking about mimes one night at bedtime, and I introduced my 6-year-old to mimes who did not have any concept of what that was.
Who does that to a kid?
Blew her mind.
We learned a lot about you tonight, BJ. First down and 10 for the Panthers on the Trojan side of the field. Ball rests at the 44-yard line. 4 wide receivers in this set. Simmons looking to run again. Now he's going to pitch it. And Stoltz gets lit up. And
Blair, he was there
Levi
again.
Blair, senior, hitting a sophomore, and it looked like it right there. Call it a gain of about 4, though, as Stoltz picks up 4.
Been a long third quarter, but it's been a productive one for the Trojans. That production's going to have to step up right here and get off the field.
Another 4-wide set for the Panthers as Simmons has worked exclusively out of the gun tonight. Handoff ahead to Stoltz. He makes
5,
3,
6, 7.
12 guys miss there. Across the 30, 25, 20. And he's run out of bounds and never actually brought down.
That will be,
if the field was 10 yards wider, he'd have had a touchdown.
That is not going to be an enjoyable play to watch and film on Monday. That's unfortunate. There was again, we started counting them, but about 7 missed tackles on that. That's really been the MO defensively. When things have not gone the Trojans' way tonight, it has been because of the inability to bring them down at the point of attack, and they were there multiple times on that play. You've got to wrap up. You've got to be physical.
I call it the Nick Bolton syndrome. There's a snap to Simmons. And again, able to turn the corner was Clayton Adamson.
Good pursuit. And again, Blair's been there. That time he had to go full Superman. In fact, if he gets a hold of it, it's probably a penalty because he was going to rip him down from behind, and the horse collar was likely in effect. So probably lucky he didn't get that one.
2nd down and 7 now for the Panthers from about the 9-yard line of the Trojans. They need to reach about not the 9, about the 14. They need to reach about the 7 for a first down.
They tried a field goal, so could be a field goal situation, but you got a couple of plays to worry about that.
Handoff again, Stoltz, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple up to about the 11. Call it the 12-yard line.
Trojans came out of there with the football somehow. I'm not sure how that happened, but that counter play was really good for him in the first opening part of this drive. Trojans start to find an answer for a big 3rd down, man.
And it's the end of the 3rd quarter. Trojans cut the lead to 7, but the Panthers knocking on the door, trying to extend it back out to a couple scores. We'll see if it works coming up on the other side of the break. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Welcome back to Frank Jamison Field. A T-shirt feeding frenzy down here in front of us.
Just don't throw one up so far up here we hit a camera.
Who says kids don't have any passion these days, BJ? Just break out the T-shirts. 3rd down and about 6 for the Panthers. 3 wide in this set. Simmons in the gun. Takes the snap. He's run all the way to the far side. Trojans do a better job of bottling that one up as they'll stop him at about the 10. Call it a gain of 2 or 3 on the play. It'll bring up a 4th down and call it about a long 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, tough decision here. A field goal makes it a 2-score game, but
I don't think they're not even thinking about a field goal.
Yeah, they doinked in a PAT and then missed a field goal, so the right call here.
And the Trojans have yet to stop them on a 4th down. They'll get their chance right here. And if you're the Panthers, I don't think you throw this one, BJ.
Nope.
3 wide is window dressing. High snap for Simmons. He's out of sync, but he still gets his feet going forward. I think the Trojans might have him stopped at the 10, and they do, and that's going to turn it over on downs.
Yeah, it started with that snap being high. You throw off that Timing a little bit, and that's exactly what happened. That is a huge stop by the Trojans D. Zach Benzo a little slow to get up, but able to get to his feet, but that was a huge stop defensively. Zach's just going to spin around, get his breath, and
play offense.
Play the middle guy on the other side of the ball. Big stop to start this fourth quarter. Momentum, even at the least, likely in favor of the Trojans.
Cullen runs on with the play. He'll call the signals to start this possession. Trojans have it 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line. I would imagine not much fancy here. Handoff straight ahead. I think that was Love.
No, he's down here on the sideline.
Never mind. Let that be a lesson, BJ. Never think.
Noted. I think. That was Gilmore carrying the ball for the Trojans.
Got a gain of about 4 there, so nice carry on 1st down for Gilmore as the Trojans trying to stay ahead of the sticks here in the shadow of their own end zone. 2nd down and 6 from about the 19.
Tons of time. You get to run your full complement of offense here.
Cullen back to pass, rolling far side. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Has a 1st down out across the 20. Forced out of bounds at about the 23. They're going to give him progress out to the 24. 1st down for the Trojans.
A really good play by Colin. Looks nobody's moving forward, so there's a flag.
Must be a flag. Yep, there is back around the 10-yard line, and never good news when it's in the offensive backfield. There's a hold against the Trojans.
We've gotten outside the tackles a few times. That's been an issue, and rears its head again on a big play. Colin, really headsy play from the quarterback when he decided to run. He's got a little shimmy shake there on the edge as well. That could have been stopped before the 1st down marker. It doesn't matter. But
Trojans have had a couple very big plays erased by penalties tonight. One of them a big touchdown run.
Exact same situation too, I think, out on that edge.
By Bowen, and that time erases a 1st down run by Cullen. Now they're looking at 2nd and about 17 inside their own 5-yard line. Cullen's going to keep it himself again out across the 10 to about the 11.
Well, that was a bigger tackle for the Panthers. Number 73 there, Christian Morris, than he knows, because if he busts through that tackle, they had blocked it pretty well at the 2nd level, and Cullen was going to have some running room. Just able to get a hold of him enough.
Brings up 3rd down and 9 here for Girard. This is a big 3rd down as we're ticking under 10 minutes to play here in this 4th quarter. And fortunate to get a stop against the Panthers inside the red zone last time, and you don't want to put your defense in that position again. Trojan offense desperately trying to stay on the field. Cullen back to pass, slings it out, catch on the outside, missed tackle. Bowen off and running at the 20, 25, 30, forced out of bounds at the 37-yard line, and the Trojans with a big 1st down, and the offense still in business.
Biggest play of the game for sure. Corvin Bowen, 5'8", 130, the sophomore. He is an early going for our player of the game, I think.
Just a shifty cat out there in the open field, hard to bring down.
That had no business being what it ended up being. That really was not the play that was going to get this 1st down. He was bottled up early on, or it looked like it was going to be stopped about 8 yards deep, and man, what a run by Bowen.
Slippery runner out there in the open field. Trojans have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. And Cullen trying to find a niche in that line, and he's going to pick up about 2 there on 1st down.
That is a huge conversion on that 3rd and long. I'm telling you what, to keep this drive alive, not have to punt from your own end zone, there's just so many positives that the Trojans able to come back and tie this one up, that moment right there, pretty pivotal.
2nd down and 8 for Girard. Their own 39-yard line. Pretty tight formation here. Cullen going to keep it on the option, pitches it out to Ashbacher. He's got room to work. He's around the corner, 40, 35, into Colgan territory and forced out of bounds inside the 30 at about the 28-yard line. 33-yard gain on the option pitch to Ashbacher. And the Trojan offense starting to roll.
Man, that option pitch has been there. When we able to get out there on the edge and kick that ball to the running backs, they've been there. The first down we just got was an outside run to Bowen. That outside edge has been there. It's been pretty tough sledding between the tackles, but that commitment to running between the tackles, I think, is opening up a little bit of this stuff on the edge.
You see the Panther defenders, several of them out there trying to stretch out their calves and hamstrings in between the plays, and fitness and conditioning may be a factor here in this second half as the Trojans' physicality starting to become a big factor in this game.
My Panther defense has been out there a good chunk of this second half, a good chunk of that third quarter. And I mean, these guys mostly all play both ways for the most part anyways, but it is harder to play defense.
Yeah. I think there's some sort of timeout-ish thing happening here.
Our chain gang over there had some time to get set. I'm not sure what they were waiting on over there. Now we're getting set.
There we go. Some shenanigans over there.
Good. That's a good crew over there on the chains.
Gannon Clark, wide receiver to the near side. Ashbacher in motion. Handoff straight ahead, but Panthers defensive front right there to shut it down. I think that first level of that defense is doing pretty good for the Panthers still tonight, but once you get past that first level, I think maybe they're hurting a little bit defensively.
Brock Riddell for the Panthers in on that one, but again, I still like that run between the tackles. Check that interior a little bit and allow the edge to open up. Big difference from a 3rd and long from your own 5 a moment ago.
7.5 to play in the ball game. Trojans driving, looking at a 2nd down and 9 inside the Panther 30.
Ball.
And oh my goodness.
That may never been possessed by the running back. I can't tell.
And it's a turnover, and that's a 2nd one of the game for the Trojans, and both of them have been absolute killers. Ball security has been an issue for Girard tonight. Panthers have not turned the ball over, and kills what was a very promising drive here towards the end of the game.
Yeah, the running back exchange between Colgan and Gilmore, I'm not sure if that ever really got developed, and it was in Gilmore's chest for a minute and then popped out. Tough break, but defense can make a stop here, and you'll be right back where you were a moment ago. It's going to come up to this defensive stand right here to determine this one.
4 wide receivers in this set for the Panthers. Simmons back in the gun. He's just going to pitch it out on the option. The Trojans there. Stoltz able to get through one arm tackle, spin out of it, turn it into a positive play. Picks up about 2, and the clock runs now down to 7 minutes to play in the game. Give him a gain of about 4. It should have been dead to rights in the backfield.
It's pretty consistent across the board defensively, the tackling. I'm not exactly sure what they're lacking. They're just going to have to get some more reps.
Simmons pumps, now rolling near side, keeps looking back the other way. He's going to throw it long across the field. Tipped around and incomplete. I wouldn't think a great decision by the quarterback to throw back across his body like that. Not everybody is Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, in coverage. Nice job.
I got it somewhere. Onyebetti back there in coverage, able to break that one up. And again, he closes quickly with the receiver. Another 4 wide receiver formation here for the Panthers.
Big 3rd down.
Simmons going to throw short. Skipper stops the clock with 6:43 or 6:34 to play. Dyslexia these days. It's a real problem.
That whole drive for the Panthers, I think, took about 30 seconds. I mean, it was about 30. I think it was about 7:01 or so when they took over that drive.
Right.
And a big stop for the Trojan defense.
Watch the trickeration here if you're Girard. Don't just assume they're going to punt this away on a 4th and 8, 4th and 7.
We just burn a timeout on punt return?
I believe so.
Oof.
There's a timeout on the field, and they're going to say that it was called by the Trojans. Let's go ahead and step away for a quick break. 6:34 to play. Trojans trailing by a touchdown. Looking to get the ball back here after the punt on the other side of the break. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
More than just your neighborhood pharmacy, Mathis Drug is your hometown partner in health. With pharmacist Bria Scheibe and an experienced, highly trained staff, Mathis Drug is ready to serve you. And now, Mathis Drug offers comprehensive compounding, which is one of the few pharmacies in Southeast Kansas with this convenient on-site service. From medications to expert advice, call 620-261-9779. Mathis Drug Store, where community and care come together.
6:34 to play. Trojans trailing it by 7. Colgan looking at a 4th down and 7, set to punt it away to Girard. Trojans had a promising drive going that was cut short by a fumble. See if they can capture that magic again here. Good snap. Punt is away. Bowen back to receive, but he's going to let this one carom and take a Panther roll down to about the 28-yard line where the Trojans will take over 1st and 10.
Well, at one point in this game, things were not looking well, looking too good for the Trojans early on in the first half. If you had told Coach, hey, it's 6.5 to go in the 4th, you're going to have the ball down by a touchdown, he'd probably taken it at that point because things were not going in the right direction. Nice halftime adjustments. The offense has started moving the ball a little bit. They even moved it on that last drive, just stalled out on the turnover. You got to take care of the football, but just keep doing what you're doing offensively. I think it's going to lead to good things. You're just starting to lose a little bit of time, and now the Trojans, I believe, with just one timeout as well.
Yeah, Trojans forced to take a timeout on that 4th down before the punt. I don't know if it was a personnel issue or what, but now looking at a 1st and 10 from their own 28. Going straight ahead with the quarterback, I believe it was Cullen. And just a 1-yard gain there.
Trojans have really struggled with Michael Westhoff. That senior number 55 out there, senior defensive lineman for them, has been trouble.
See if they roll the quarterback out to try and get away from him a little bit, create some time for a pass play to develop. I think, BJ, you've been calling for it, but you got to try and find a way to get the ball to your playmaker. Scott Moore led the team in receiving last year, 10 touchdowns. Over 500 yards, and he's
ball.
And there we see the ball in the grass again. Trojans able to jump on top of it this time. And
just if anybody ever wants to do this, grab a football and have somebody run by you as fast as they can. And what he's doing right there in that situation is making a determination of whether to let go of it or hold on to it. As the ball comes into the running back's belly, he's deciding, do I let go or do I hold on? That's a tough decision to make, and that's a little bit timing from a young quarterback to know, squeeze it and go, or let go of it and let the guy take it. And that's what we saw, the turnover earlier. That's what led to that one right there.
3rd down and long now for the Trojans. 8 seconds on the play clock. They got to get this sorted out. They get lined up. Cullen gets them to the line. They're set. Here's the snap. They beat the clock. Pass to Bowen underneath, and Panthers do a better job of staying home this time defensively. And they're able to stop that one, and we got an injured Trojan on the field. As there was a lot of collisions going on down there, and a Panther slow to get up, but he's up now.
Down by number 73, Christian Morris.
Is that?
I think just big. I think that's
Benzo?
Yeah, Benzo's coming on.
Yeah. Well, we'll take a quick break, come back as the Trojan trainers work on an injured player. Girard trailing it by 7, 4:45 to play. You're watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, well, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Well, Aaron Dubrava able to get helped off the field, walked off under his own power. 4:45 to play in the game. Trojans trailing by 7, looking at a 4th down and long, and they've got the punting unit out. And I think they're going to hope that the defense can get a stop and get the offense in better field position.
Yeah, it'd be a real tough 4th down conversion there. Just try to play a little field position here, and your defense has been there all night.
Pulling in over in, line drive punt. It's short, but it'll take a nice Trojan roll out across the 35 and out of bounds at about the Panther 34-yard line. That's where they'll take over. 1st and 10, 4.5 to play.
Again, the 2 of these 3 touchdowns that the Panthers have, 2 of them came on 38-yard passes, one of them on a 3rd down conversion on a trick play that was able to get in the end zone. They have not really driven it down the field. They did that one drive, punched it in, but making them go the full length, and now the way your defense has really started to handle a little bit in the second half, you feel okay. They're 4.5 to punt it away and try here, but also only having 1 timeout is going to make a lot of effort on this 1st down right here.
Simmons in the gun. Hand up straight ahead to Schrimmer, and the Trojans there in force to stop that one. I want to say he may have lost a yard or 2 on the play.
Zach Benzo was out for the punt alone, and then is right back out there anchoring that nose tackle spot. They're using everybody they got up front in the interior, and he's able to anchor down that D-line and make everything bounce outside.
Resulted in a loss of 2. 2nd down and 12 now from the 33-yard line as we tick under 4 minutes to play in the game. Trojans need to get the Panther offense off the field.
Good start.
Good start. Panthers came out and threw it a few times and didn't burn much clock on their last possession. Now I think they've changed their philosophy, and there's a good run straight ahead by Schrimmer, but not enough for the 1st down as he's brought down at about the 41. It'll set up a 3rd down and a long 4. Well, for the 1st down, as we take under 3.5 to play. And if you're the Trojans here, you know this might be 4-down territory for the Panthers because they don't want to give that ball back. Of course, punting would be the smart play if you don't pick it up here.
Yeah, it's going to be a decision for Coach Seamatter over there for sure, because a 1st down pretty much ices this one. But you got to get
this stop right
here for the Trojans for sure.
2 wide for the Panthers. Handoff to Schrimmer, trying to find the corner, and he does. Has the 1st down out across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. That's a big play for Colgan. Gives them that 1st down and allows them to milk the clock a little bit more as they try to put this one to bed here tonight in Girard. And, man, if the score at the half, 21-0, you thought, oh, this could get ugly in the second half. The Trojans bounced back in a big way and turned this into a game again. But it's a big hill to climb when you're down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're just behind the 8 ball a little bit early on and have been using the entire game to try to climb back in it. Trojans have shown that effort, but 80 just done being a little bit short on this one. Make them earn it.
Shotgun for Schrimmer. Handoff again. This is not Stoltz, but Adamson looking for the corner. Makes a man miss. It is lit up. Number 55, Blake Brokaw, bringing the wood. And that's our hit of the game, brought to you by Bradshaw Collision Repair. If your car takes a hit, like Brocob just put on the ball carrier, take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Bob Bradshaw specializes in everything to repair your car. Refinishing, dent repair, all of that fun stuff. Take your car to Bradshaw Collision Repair. Technology's failing me.
You did a good job from memory.
Yeah. Simmons in the backfield. He's going to run all the way here, going far side, lowers the shoulder, and the Trojans meet him right there. Stop him dead in his tracks at about the 47. And it'll bring up a third down, and the Trojans are going to have to take a timeout to preserve the clock. 1:19 to play. And it's down to desperation here for the Trojans. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. 1:19 to play. Trojans trailing by 7. Big third down coming up on the other side of the break. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Time's ticking away on the Trojans. They trail the Colgan Panthers by 7. 1:19 left to play in the ball game. Colgan looking at a big third down and 5 from the Trojan 46. Girard's defense has had some difficulty getting off the field tonight against the Panthers. They got a couple big stops here in the second half. They've yet to force a turnover. That'd be nice.
Yeah, be huge.
3 wide to the near side here for Colgan. Simmons in the gun. And he'll hand it off straight ahead. Can the Trojans get a tackle, get it stopped? And it's close right there at the sticks as Anthony Schrimmer got the carry.
If we had a sideline guy, we could throw it down too, but he's about 80 yards away from where he needs to be.
It's a 4th down. He's just about a yard short. And now decision time for Coach Seamatter.
He's going for it.
And I think they go for it.
Yeah, I mean, win the game right here. When you can win the game, he'll probably take a timeout, would be my suspect, to discuss it. He's got some to use.
Clock ticks under a minute. Trojans without any timeouts. They can't stop the clock here. Get it or not, Trojan offense did not get it. The Trojan defense stands. They're going to get the ball back with 38 seconds to cook. And let's see what Coach Philpott's got in the playbook for this situation.
I don't know if that's it's not legally a sack, but if it stops, it is.
And the Trojans turn them over on downs. A big defensive stand here, and they still got some life.
May not be a $1 short stack sack, but that is a big stop. I mean, that is tough on the one yard to get. And they've been able to get that 1 yard all night, has Colgan, but when they needed to, they made the stop, and you've given yourself a chance. That's all you could have done in that situation, is give yourself a chance. And the Trojans have 38 seconds, no timeouts, and a little ways to go.
If they could score here, I'll buy my own pancakes.
But you got to pay for them.
Yeah, well, $1. What's that? I walk around the square and find $1. Cullen back to pass, going to launch this one up. Catch made by Scott Moore at the 36-yard line. Trojans need to get to the line and clock the ball. Get to the line and clock the ball. 23-yard gain on the play. Says my mathematician here in the booth. There's a snap. Cullen back to pass again. Looking downfield. Can't take a sack here, Ben. Ball's loose. Cullen falls on it. And there's a flag on the play. A flag on the play. And I don't know if it's they didn't blow it up pre-snap, so it wasn't a dead ball foul.
It's a pretty important foul, though, because I think the Trojans are out of timeouts.
They are.
It was on the far side and the near side. Somebody was offsides or lined up, perhaps incorrectly.
You're exactly right, BJ. Gannon Clark was not set as that ball was coming down, and it got snapped by Ben Colgan before Gannon ever got to the line. And I think they're going to get him with a false start here.
That voice from the heavens is our executive producer, Daryl McLeod, making his presence known.
We went back to New York.
We did, yeah.
Checked in with New York.
Check in with our rules official.
Our New York is a basement in Spring Hill, by the way, in case anybody wants to know.
That's right. The Nerve Center.
Nerves are shot.
Yeah.
I think that whole conversation over there on the sideline was what is going to happen after this flag gets called.
Called a legal shift. And a holding call on top of it on the other side.
They're just rushed. They're in a hurry, and you can't really get in a rhythm in this situation. You just got to go, go, go.
Here's the silver lining. That fumble is going to result in a big run off of time. They've got 23 seconds now. That's going to start on the whistle.
Cullen back to pass. Pump faking, throwing over the top, and incomplete, but that stops the clock with 17 seconds. And it's just second down. Trojans still got some time.
And they've got that matchup's there. That ball gets put. That ball needs to be put somewhere near 40 up there and just try. Now they've got a little bit of size in the back end. Do the Panthers. Brady Crossland's out there, number 2s. No slouch.
Trojans get lined up. Here's the snap back to Cullen. Rolling near side, being pursued. He's going to sling it downfield. He's got a man, and that is interference bigger than anything. And there's no flag.
There's a flag back in the line of scrimmage, in case you want to know. But
yeah.
The argument there is going to be incidental contact, but possibly could be that call there. I mean, it was just kind of incidental.
He got his legs cut out from under him with the ball in the air.
A tough one there.
Yep. Hopefully Bowen's all right. That was an awkward shot he took down there.
Well, you're not expecting it either.
No.
You're looking for the ball.
And all of a sudden
and it was coming too.
Legs are cut.
That's a big play.
And
wave that off,
huh?
Not sure what. It was on the sideline. It was likely it could have been against the Trojans. This might be one more play.
I'm sure Coach Philpott wants an explanation of what happened downfield here when the ball was in the air. I know I would. Whatever it is, it's not probably going to be satisfactory.
Nope.
9 seconds left to play. Third down. Trojans with another shot here, but this is probably going to be it. They got to get a receiver down in the neighborhood of the end zone. And that line's got to keep the pressure off Cullen long enough for it to develop. Cullen in the pistol, gets the snap, being pressured, kicks it out. And ahead for a first down, but the clock's going to run out, and that's going to be it.
There's 1 second for some reason.
There's 1 second, it stopped. Junior Love with the catch and the carry. What is going on? Fourth down's showing. The clock stopped with 1 second.
They're going to get really a bonus play here that they probably shouldn't have gotten. I have no idea why.
What is going on? Coach Seamatter's about to come unglued.
I mean,
and now there's a conference on the mound as they try and figure it out.
I have no idea. Clock. I don't think he went out of bounds.
Tell you what,
I mean, I'd be
the home
fired
clock
up.
operator is not going to let that second go off the clock until they snap the ball.
Yep. He's going to try to talk to him about it right now. We should have had the clock running. That clock should have been running. This is how we're going to end it. Watch him. I don't know why the clock stopped. The clock stopped because the whistle blew, so that's right. I mean, that was a fact.
Right.
Whistle shouldn't have blown, but it did. And let's figure it out now.
Well, there's going to be some unhappy folks right down here in front of us.
Especially when they just wave this thing over here in a minute.
Yep. Yep.
He's going to run over and tell Coach Seamatter the news. See what they end up doing here. I'm not entirely sure. That's a little funky. Coach took his headset off. Yep.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't confusing or anything.
No, and it's probably the right way to end that one.
Yeah,
it's just weird, but you got to keep your whistle down, and it's just the first game of the year for these guys in stripes as well. But boy, the Trojans are right there. They're going to really be able to go back and look at this one and pull out
a
handful of plays that make a difference. And here's the deal: that's a good football team. Colgan's going to continue to get better and better as well. Those are definitely things as a young team you can build on if you're the Girard Trojans, because it's just a couple of things here or there, a tackle here or there, a third down conversion by the Panthers here or there. Ends up being the difference in this one. You were right there as the Trojans, just going to come up a little bit short here tonight.
And they could have quit on it, and they didn't.
Never
they
did,
came
for sure.
Fighting back in the second half, and that kind of sets a tone for the rest of the season. We talked about that earlier, how this game could set a tone. And last year, there was a lopsided win for Colgan, and the Trojans kind of sputtered out of the gate. They're going to get a loss tonight, but I think this is a loss that you can build on if you're Girard.
Yeah, certainly, and you just got to go back, watch film. You saw the adjustments they were able to make at halftime. They come out, you make those same adjustments between week 1 and week 2. Those are some of the biggest. Trojans are going to have opportunities this year. They're going to continue to learn about themselves and develop. It's just going to have to take a little bit of time and make those improvements. We'll see if they can get it done.
All right, well, we'll step away for a break. Trojans drop this one 21-14 to the Colgan Panthers. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the Eastside Cafe post-game show and talk it over and give our player of the game, and hopefully have a chance to talk to Coach Philpott after he gets a chance to talk to his players. So all that coming up on the other side of the break. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
Tries to make something out of nothing. The Trojans all over him. It's going to be a big loss on the play.
A Trojan sack means $1 short stacks at Eastside Cafe. Kick off your day with a hearty breakfast or take that midday break at Eastside Cafe. And this fall, when the Trojans get a sack, you get $1 short stacks the next day. Eastside Cafe, a favorite of the Four States winner. Go Trojans from Eastside Cafe.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
The first one here is a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but might hang on to that one too. So let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here.
Hi, I'm Eddie.
2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at. And I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com.
Welcome back to Frank Jameson Field. Trojans dropped this one 21-14, the season opener, to the Colgan Panthers. This is the Eastside Cafe post-game show brought to you by Eastside Cafe. Experience the best breakfast in 6 days a week at 120 South Ozark Street in Girard. Proud supporter of Trojan Athletics, and they're not kidding, BJ. It is the best legit breakfast.
I tell you what.
Drive all the way over from Pittsburgh to eat it. Bring my grandkids. Cause a disturbance.
Listen, cheeseburger, no slouch either. If you get in there about lunchtime, yeah, it's no joke. I was very, very happy with the cheeseburger I got there.
All right. Well, see, that extra sauce there for Eastside Cafe.
Now you know.
All right. Well, Murph down on the sidelines right now with head coach Neil Philpott of the Girard Trojans, and a game that could have got away from them, but they clawed their way back into it in the second half. Murph, what you got?
All right. Hey, welcome to the coach's interview here. I'm alongside head coach Neil Philpott. Coach, you got to be proud how you got it the hole a little early, but your boys battled right back, got back in this game.
Yeah, we dug ourselves a little bit of a hole there. We had some turnovers. We had some nice drives. We did some nice things, but we just got to finish the stuff we're doing. Defensively, we got them in third and down, and we couldn't get off the field pretty much the entire first half. So I felt like we did do a little bit better job in the second half of getting off the field. Again, we just had too many unforced errors, put the ball on the ground, mishandled the pitch, things like that that set us back. But I think our effort was good. I think you can see that we're down 21-0 and we come back and we don't give up. We get one right before half and we get another one here in the fourth, I think. And so we feel like we're starting to wear them, or third, I guess, and we're starting to wear them down a little bit. But it's one of those things that we got to be better. We got to come back to work, and it's I can tell the guys it's not about who we're playing next week. It's about how we can improve from this week to next week, and what the little things that we can do to get better. And so hopefully we get some buy-in, and that's what we do.
Yep, and then so next week at practice, you just like you just said, you just go through all those little things and just try to run things a little bit cleaner next week.
Yeah, I mean we'll watch film in the morning with the guys and the staff, and we'll see what we're doing, what we can clean up, and there's plenty to do that. But get a chance to see it, and then we got to put it to bed and learn from it and move forward. The same thing. We want to be 1-0 each week, so the approach is kind of the same. Fix what we can fix, get better at our craft, both sides of the ball, and and those things are. We got plenty of coachable things to talk about, and our guys we got to pick it up. It's not going to be done for us. We got to go do it.
All right, that's Coach Neil Philpott. Hey, good game tonight, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our post-game coach interview brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com.
He's right, Josh. When you walk out of that first game, sometimes you're like, man, we got beaten. We're not necessarily sure why. That is miserable. Mm-hmm. They know exactly why. I mean, he's going to be able to kneel before tomorrow morning sun comes up. We'll know exactly the few plays that he wants to address on Monday morning.
I think he knows right now.
He might know a few of them right now, but for sure they're going to be able to circle a few things and go, guys, listen, if we're just a little bit better here, if we're just a tad better here, if we do this little thing here, we win the first game of the year over the Panthers. I mean, that's a fact.
They had a touchdown brought back by a holding penalty.
You can have that many things to build on, and one thing you can definitely see, silver lining, when it came down to who still had a little bit in the gas in the tank at the end of the game, the Trojans did. Mm-hmm. And that's something you can build on. And then a young quarterback who, had a turnover, but in general, really ran this offense fairly efficiently and moved himself. And then, boy, I think we might have found one in Bowen and his ability at the sophomore running back spot. I think you're going to see that guy maturate real nicely as he learns the offense and gets into some open field from here to there. Is going to make some nice plays for the Trojans. So, yeah, not the way you'd want it to go here tonight. Coach, I think, exactly said what you'd expect from him. He's going to say it again to the newspaper guys. We already got it, buddy. But you really don't feel good after losing game one. But if you're the Trojans, you've got some answers, maybe some questions, and you've got some questions that still need to be answered.
Yeah, there's some bright spots, and like you said, I think Bowen is one of those. You're like, oh, we got a guy who's a game changer here. We got a guy who's hard to bring down. We got a guy who can make big plays. And then you also got Scott Moore, who's always going to be one of the biggest, most physical guys on the field. And you can build an offense around that. Andy Reid does it pretty good with the Chiefs. And you just got to find a way to get the ball into their hands. And I think as the Trojans get a little bit more comfortable in this offense, I think we'll see a lot more of that down the road this season. So although it is a loss, this is pretty bright loss here for the Trojans tonight.
We have an opportunity to get. We can lie to the owner of Eastside Cafe and tell him the Trojans got a sack, but we're not sure. I don't believe we had a sack in that one. But boy, that fourth down stop was a tackle for loss. That was a big deal, certainly. But that may not be the case. But may not get $1 short stack because you still get them cheap and get a good deal over there at Eastside Cafe tomorrow morning, and tell them that Girard Sports Live sent you in and see if he gives you a deal.
We also got to do our player of the game.
And we just talked about Bowen. That's my vote.
Bowen, yeah.
For sure. That big play on third down, it still was the play that allowed them to still be in the game late. If they don't convert, they're punting from inside their own end zone. It's a whole different ball game. But that big third down conversion and the spark he gave them on the edge, I think was big. I think Ben
He would
Colgan,
have had a touchdown.
And a touchdown that got called back on a holding penalty.
Yeah.
But Ben Colgan, I think, honorable mention certainly to get it. And then I'm going to give a little love to Zach Benzo. You know how hard it is to play nose tackle center in a game early on in the year and anchor that interior D-line, and he was starting to get wore down there down the stretch. Yeah, you would too if you had to go in there and have 2 or 3 guys on you both times you're playing. On defense, you got 3 guys, and on offense, you got to block a couple of guys. I'm going to give him a little love because he really did allow Brocobb to roam there at the linebacker spot and those guys to chip and get down line. So Bowen, certainly the player of the game, but some bright spots for the Trojans to build on.
Our play of the game brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the keys to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie have decades of experience getting folks in the right car, truck, van, or SUV that's right for them and their family. Stop and see them at the intersection of Highway 69 and 400 south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection online at evansmotors.net. We'll take a quick break. We come back, put a bow on this one from here in Girard. Look forward next week to the Ribbon Rams. The Trojans will see coming up around the bend. All that coming up right after this. You're watching Trojan Football on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs. You've heard go big or go home. At Big Iron Auctions, you can go big from home. With thousands of pieces of equipment, active auctions, bidding at your convenience, and an easy-to-use site, BigIronAuctions.com can help you grow big. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 to see how Big Iron Auctions can help grow your operation. Bid now, list now at BigIronAuctions.com. From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
Able to battle their way back and cut it to a one-score game. Had their chances in the second half, unable to punch it in, but some bright spots in this game for Girard, including our player of the game, Corbin Bowen, and Scott Moore had a couple of really nice kickoff returns, good reception as well. They saw some growth from the quarterbacks and some stuff to build on here for the Trojans moving into next week as they'll welcome in the Riverton Rams, who Trojans maybe still got a little bit of business with the Rams as they ended last year's basketball season in districts, kept the Trojans out of the state tournament. So maybe a little bit of payback.
Well, if you've gotten this far into your off season here, you're still thinking about basketball season, you might make bigger problems than
all I
football,
could say is that one stung, buddy.
I'm sure it did.
That one stung.
You know, one guy I didn't mention in talking about the defense in the second half of the Trojans, able to keep them scoreless and really stopped the Panther defense, and that was Blake Brocobb, a sophomore. He's a captain. Mm-hmm. That's probably
Could
never
be the first time in
happened
history,
before in Girard, and you can see why. He's just got a motor. He's going to be a guy. He's going to be so fun to watch over the next few years as he continues to learn this. But it won't be because he doesn't have the motor going. That will be pretty sustainable, I think, for him. It's just learning a few of those nuances about playing linebacker. And one of those things that he may learn in film is 100 miles an hour is really good. Sometimes you need to go 95 to make the tackle. You got to pull it back a little bit and be under control to get there. But I was impressed by some of these young guys, 2 sophomores right there that really stepped up that are going to be factors for the Trojans this year, and then some of that experience also sprinkling in there. Plenty to be proud about if you're a Trojan fan, plenty to look forward to if you're a Trojan fan. Tough game against a really good team.
Yep. Couldn't say it better myself. And a lot of good football coming up this weekend. The Pitt State Gorillas on the road at Missouri Southern, and if you got some time Saturday, make it over to the Joplin JUCO and check that one out.
Southern still has a football program.
That word has it. We're going to go find out for sure. And
they may not after tomorrow. Gorillas are pretty darn good. If you get a chance to go watch them play defense too, that's pretty special to watch over there. So it's a good time to be a football fan. Just almost real good to be a Trojan fan. They'll get them next week. It should be fun.
All right. So for BJ Harris and for Jess Murphy, I'm Josh Lettner saying thanks for joining us tonight. You've been watching Trojan football. Oh, wait.
Thanks to our camera operators. Sarah Goebel, Carson Cobb, and Huck Hallam, and then producer Daryl McLeod. Nice job tonight.
Mission Commander Daryl McLeod. You've been watching Trojan football on Girard Sports Live. We'll see y'all next week.
Thanks for watching. From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local,